Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 6.5 of the Franklin County Rough Riders podcast. Sitting here with my people on my table. To my right,
Casey Brown.
Who's to the right of you there?
Johnny Crocker.
And to the right of you,
Eric Sponsor.
And down on the end,
Colt Shelby. You always sound depressed when you say my name.
Because you don't know. Hey, super excited about this podcast. We have got the hot button topic sheriff of Arkansas right here in the Lost Diamond Ranch, and we're going to drill him with questions.
They're talking about that green tractor all across the state right now.
Oh man. Hey, like I always say, I like it. I like a man in office where a rancher, cattleman, cowboy hat, got all the qualities. He's like us, is what I like to say.
And nobody said he was wrong.
No.
I never heard anybody say he was wrong. You know, the sheriff's got quiet.
They didn't fact check me. The politicians do. They fact check you and make sure you're call you a liar and fact check you. Well, they do that.
I know. I love it when they come back at you. But you know, the sheriff's association. I called a few of them, and it had a different tone after that.
Oh,
I was like, "What is this?"
Well, man, we'll get down to the Sheriff's Association in a minute. That's going to be good. If you don't know, if you've been living under a rock, this is Johnny Crocker, our sheriff of Franklin County. How long you been in office now?
3 years.
Golly, seems like a long time.
It does seem like a long time.
But Johnny, the Ozark guy, played hillbilly football.
Yep.
And then where'd you take off to after?
Graduated in 93. And like we talked about the last football game, I know Charleston played their last one. It's pretty tough for the seniors.
Oh, it hurts.
When I played my last one was 1992, my senior year at Little Rock, and we lost state championship. We got the crap beat out of us.
Man. But did y'all beat Boonville that year?
We beat the snot out of Boonville.
You know, it's funny now, like Lavaca was our rival growing up, and still my rival. But Charleston and Ozark kind of rivaled there for a while.
We didn't play Charleston.
Yeah, back in the day. No.
Boonville was, you do not lose to Boonville. I think
no.
One year we lost to Boonville, maybe my sophomore year.
Yeah.
No, my junior year, I think we lost to Boonville, but my sophomore year we beat him pretty good too.
My friend Danny Robinson, he's got his running back, and Big Tom White, all them. And so we rodeo together, and we'd tell, he'd talk old stories about Ozark and Boonville, and man, what some rivals that was back then. Good days.
There'd be some fights.
Yeah.
And they didn't get thrown out of the game, man. You got a penalty and you got sent to the sideline and you're back in the game.
Did you play football, Cody?
Yeah. Yeah, I had football and high school rodeo is the reason I graduated, because I had to have a D average to be able to go to high school rodeos. And my coaches, golly, they would come. This may surprise you, I didn't try very hard in school because I was going to be a rich bull rider. And but my coaches would come get me up, take me to practice, take me home, get me out of trouble, come. Anyway, it was good. But Lavaca was our big rival. And we was playing them on a Friday. Well, I think the last game of the year, we were supposed to beat them bad. And the coach said, whatever you guys do, you go straight home after school, be back here. And what did we do? We took off straight to Lavaca. And we get over there and they start chasing us around town. The cops are called, and it was a big deal. So coach let us play that night, but I run out. When I run out of the deal, I run down Lavaca's sideline, and I had my jersey doing that right there. And I was agging it on. I got another butt chewing before the kickoff ever was. And the first play was me right up the gut. And I was fixing to go all the way out, and somebody missed a block, and one of their linebackers stuck his helmet right there in that number 7. And I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it to this day. And because it was humbling. It was humbling. And but anyway, enough about me being a great football player. And but I mean, I'll still see people from Lavaca now, and it's funny. I love it. But so tell us about when you decided to take off. And
so retired from the Army, took terminal leave probably August of 2018-ish. Officially retired December of 18. Hanging around, just checking cows, just going to raise cows, just fiddle around, do whatever I want to do.
How old were you? Let's see, 48, 49?
50 now, so it's 47 then.
47.
Yeah. So
you were just going to take life easy from that on.
Just going to chill out and do whatever I want to do.
I like that.
Ride horses, check cows, shoot, have fun.
Now,
Kind of
and
like
then-
Adam was saying, just live in the country.
well, if y'all have ever seen his shooting range that he has, he used to put it on Facebook.
We
when
got to
he
get
first
it back
trained.
up in proper condition. I've kind of let it go away. There's a
Well,
lot going on this last year.
It was pretty top notch. You know, you got your AR out there, then you're pulling your pistol out, rifle, and just
It's
getting
pretty
after
fun.
it. Just
Yeah.
rolling around.
We
the
even
dirt.
made, I tell you, if you make targets, you got steel targets, you do not want to shoot with a rifle. And then Keith Gage and Gary Hunt had some belting, that big conveyor belt. So
Mhm.
we took that and cut it up, and we cut E-type silhouettes out of that, and we hung it up. And if you spray paint it white, when you shoot it, you get a immediate feed from where you hit the target.
Right.
So you know if you hit or not, and then you swap back over it, white spray paint, and you're back to a normal target.
Yeah.
And you can't hardly tear them up. I've shot them to death and can't even tell it.
You know,
Great targets.
You know what I think of when I think Johnny Crocker? Train. Whether
What you-
it's whether it's self defense, whether it's something with the law, whether it's I mean, the guy's he's intense.
Well, you know, the sheriffs, all the county cops are a lot better shape now than what they used to be. I will say that.
Well, I'll say when I retired, I'm just hanging out doing what I want to do. And our current sheriff at the time had got Anthony Bowen got in trouble.
Mhm.
I didn't know what was really going on with that, and it wasn't looking good. And Gary Hunt called me, said, "There's a man at the shop wants to meet you." So I go over to Gary's shop, just right here south of the bridge, and never met Gary Stubblefield in my life. Walked in and introduced myself. I'm Senator Gary Stubblefield. I'm local senator. Nice to meet you, Senator. Seemed like a really nice person. And next word out of his mouth, so you're going to be the next sheriff. And literally, I apologize, Stubblefield. This is what I told him. I'm not going to lie. I said, "Mr. Stubblefield or Senator Stubblefield, you must be smoking crack."
Yeah.
Because he would want that job. And that was about the end of that conversation. And then I went home kind of mad that Gary Hunt, good friend of mine, talked me into meeting this guy.
Yeah, he
talked me
tricked
into
you.
it.
Come on
And,
over here.
You know, I was sergeant major. I've had a lot of men in my command, and it's a lot of drama at times. But went home. My wife goes, "You did a really good job." I called Gary back, said, "Tell Stubblefield I'll think about it." I'm like 50-50 right now. And then I tell you, God works in mysterious ways. My neighbor's John Little right now.
Mm.
He's moving to another house. He bought another house, but we were neighbors, and I'd met him a little bit. And after I talked with that, I went down and said, I would like to reserve just to see what being a cop would be. So I went through the reserve school there, took the online course.
Did you struggle?
No, it was fine. You can do the online. If you stay at it, you can do it in a couple days. It's 120 hours, but you can do it pretty quick. And then they knew I was a SIF guy, Sephardic guy, which is basically door kicker in the Army and a Halo guy, sniper, all that.
He's
They
skipping
had
over.
to go to their SWAT school, which is kind of funny. My buddies in the Army laugh about it. but
You had to go to there.
They taught a SWAT school.
Oh, yeah.
and
Did
then right after
you do
that,
good there? Did
Huh?
you do okay? Did you hit the target? Did
Oh,
you
yeah.
miss?
It's
50-50?
one I went through is about 3 months long, and theirs is 4 or 5 days. So way different. You spend 3 weeks shooting on the flat range before you ever go into a house.
Were they satisfied with you when you
Yeah, they're
left?
fine. They did a really good job. They were trained in West Memphis by some guys out there, like Triple Canopy, and I could tell pretty quick by the way they moved in the house that somewhere is a Green Beret got a hold of them. You know, told them to do something because they're moving
Yeah.
very similar to the way we move, and they did a really good job. And I think John and them did a great job running that. Him and Shay, Joey Griffith, all them, great job running that. But went through that. Just going to reserve just to see if I'd be interested in being a cop. I didn't really want to do it full time. And then we met at the fence one day between our house, and he's like, "Are you going to run for sheriff?" And I'm like, "Man, I'm really thinking about it, but I just don't know. I don't know the laws. You know, I'm an Army guy.
Yeah.
Leadership, I'm fine, but
No, you probably knew how to break them.
but I don't want to go to prison. I don't want to be like Anthony fishing to prison. So,
No.
you know,
And I liked Anthony. Don't
no,
get me
I don't
wrong.
like Anthony. He's always been a good guy to me. He's been fair with me.
Yeah, he was always a good man.
But then John says, "If you run for sheriff, I'll be your chief deputy," and that was kind of a shock. And I'm like, "Okay, that makes it easy. Then I'm not worried about you've been a
Yeah.
cop for 20 something years, so
Yeah.
that makes it a real easy decision. You're not going to let me go to jail. You're going to tell me no."
Yeah.
And we had that discussion.
Johnny, you can't hit him with a nightstick.
And then a storm hit Louisiana, a hurricane did, and he was going to go work down there we ended up working 3 weeks down there. But I said, "Hey, I ain't got nothing going on. I'll go with you. And we'll work security in Louisiana." And we worked a nuclear plant down there and some other sites. But when you spend somebody 24/7 with somebody for 3 weeks, you know if it's going to work out or not. if you're going to get along.
Right.
Pretty quick. You're sleeping in the same room,
Sure.
eating together. You're always together. We're watching all the stupidest movies in the world together. And
Yeah.
that's when we decided that this will work. And then we finally
Wow,
come out
that's
and
cool.
said 100%.
I didn't know
I'm
that story.
sure.
That's cool.
So
Yeah,
and
That's
so the
awesome.
reason I'm sheriff is Gary Stubblefield was the original guy.
That's awesome.
that is.
I
That's
don't
pretty
think anybody knows that story.
No, that's
So
first I'd heard it.
you know, oddly enough, the day that they announced the prison deal and Ricky Bowman and Senator Stubblefield was over at KDY.
There he goes. He's
Yeah.
getting paid. Mark Dietz is paying Cody on the table. So,
Yeah.
so Mark Dietz,
He's getting kickbacks.
kickbacks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Investigate.
Yeah, That's why-
Quick Creek it was a doing, and Farm Bureau are all
that's
fan
why that's why I dress so snappy.
And now Cinch.
But I come home. Well, they pay me. But, so I'm come back home, and I mean, my mind was blowed that morning. This is the day after the governor announced the prison, and I just pulled in Gary Hunt's, and I was like, I just walked, pulled up in there, and I said, walked in there, he's working and stuff, and I was like, man, what do you think? And we talked for a long time, but I really enjoyed it. Got to. I went straight from Katie Wayne straight to his house. I was driving home, and I was just kind of in a fog, and I was like, Hunts, pulled right in there. He kind of talked me down a little bit. Christy and I graduated from leadership Franklin County. She was there, so
I love Christy. Hunt. She's so
awesome.
cool. That is one cool.
I had a friend, and I'm not going to go into how I know this person because I don't want them to lose their job. But they called me and said, "You're picked." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, "You're picked for the prison site." What?
Mm.
And then I'm like, "Okay, gotcha." And then I called Mark and said, "Prison Franklin County has been picked, I guess, 3,000 bed prison or something like that." And then that's when he leaked it. And then that's when the governor called me asking me, her staff called me first and said, "You need to be quiet and not say anything.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
not let it go out." And I said,
Oh.
"I signed no non-disclosure statement. I don't work for you."
Right.
And then she calls me and tries to talk to me a little bit. And the governor was super nice, professional on the phone. We had a really good conversation. And I just said, "Governor, I just don't think it's a good idea. Just the surprise of this is a shock to us. And right now we can agree, disagree. I'm against it."
Yeah.
And she was nice then.
Then.
Then
Yeah.
it got a lot uglier later on.
So I want to recap this, Duke. So everybody goes, how'd you know? Well, I was a JP at the time. How you knew something?
We know you knew.
You knew. You knew.
Katie Wayne paid you not to say nothing.
That was that was right. So to recap that, I'm getting confused. They called. Who called you?
A friend.
A friend. Okay, so a friend called
Calm
you.
down
And I'm
over
not
there.
Cody, I can't disclose them.
Oh,
yeah.
If I do, they will be fired.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure they did send a non-disclosure statement.
Yeah.
And if they could ever figure out the link between us,
Yeah,
it would give them away.
Joe Porphyry.
Well,
That's Joe Porphyry.
Yeah.
He calls me every day, gives me an update of what's going on. We have coffee every Tuesday.
well,
Poor Jim.
man, we could go on picking you for stuff. That's awesome, but we probably want to jump up to get started on this prison deal.
Yeah, let's dig in here and let's get started with your first video there. Obviously it went viral there pretty quick.
Oh, what?
I wouldn't say that. You're speaking the truth, and you're telling the truth, and you're not making anything up. So
Right.
how that video came to be is Chief Deputy John Little, real good friend of mine, pretty much runs everything. I'm just kind of there. He's a great guy. But he happened to be driving by, and you think it's God's will that 600 square miles and in a 3-minute time period when there are 2 cars parked there with 3 ICE agents standing outside,
Yeah.
and he sees them parked there, and he doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah.
He just pulls in and just like, we always tell deputies, John doesn't more than be nosy. You see something, be nosy.
Right.
That's
That's
so he pulls in there being nosy and gets to talking to him, and he notices the ICE badge, and he's been around, so he knows who they are.
Yeah.
And they tell him what's going on. They're looking for a place to put ICE people.
Yeah.
Violent criminals, drug dealers, murderers, all that stuff
Oh,
is
my
who they're
gosh.
looking to put in there. No secret about it. And Joe Porphyry pulls up. Didn't want to talk to John. John, I think it's hilarious because John followed him
Yeah.
and made him
Yeah.
shake his hand. And Joe said nothing to him, not even
Yeah.
a word. And then I was somewhere else driving around, and John continued driving around, and
We pay that guy. That's what pisses
Yeah,
me off
a
the most.
lot.
200 and something
We
thousand
pay
dollars
that
to do
guy, and
nothing.
he doesn't have enough respect for a county, a guy that's been 20 years. You said,
20
John,
something years
20
in
years,
Yeah.
police service.
and just
How
pisses-
hard is it to stick your hand out?
He shook his hand.
And
He
she
did
said, I
shake
know,
his hand.
but yeah, but
But
just
he
the
didn't say
respect.
anything to him.
Yeah. How hard is it? So
He needs a jujitsu
But-
class.
John continues to drive around. He goes home. He's got to take his kid to school or pick him up or something. Something went on. And I'm at work the next day, and about noon, stuff's going on. And he goes, "Oh, I need to tell you, I ran in 3 ICE agents at the prison yesterday." And I'm like, "What?" So I'm like, I had a lot of people, and Cody's one of them too. He's always like, you don't say much about the prison. Well, I'm against it, but I feel like we need ammunition. If we attack now, we sound like whiners,
Mhm.
and we don't have anything to whine about. It's just like, well, I don't want something bad in my backyard.
Yeah.
Well, the ICE facility, to me, is unconstitutional. It's not immigrants from our state that's coming from other states that she's wanting to put in here to make money.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what that
And
was.
we've had this conversation before. You make $150,000, $200,000 as governor, but you have a house in Destin. You have a house in DC.
oh boy.
You're a multi-millionaire. Where did you get your money? I've earned everything I have. I bought my farm with my own money that I saved when I was in the Army. And I bought my house. I bought my tractor. I bought everything I've ever had. I've never took a bribe, never took a penny.
Oh, we can tell they'd have been out by now.
I had some donations when I ran for sheriff, and all local. Take that back. My uncle in Houston, he has land here. He gave me a little bit of money, and a good friend, Marshall Stewart, worked for Greenway at the time. He gave me a little bit of money.
Is he looking for another nephew? I could always use land.
But good people, but they just a little bit. It wasn't a bunch,
Sure. Well, I got
$500 or
yeah,
1,000 for
right. That's just support.
But I wrote it down.
Yeah. Hey, Johnny, I want to go back real quick in case somebody new's watching or getting on. What he's talking about is the prison property, proposed prison property up on Mill Creek Mountain. Just one of his chief deputies was just patrolling, boom, doing what a cop does, pays attention and sees, because this prison property, there's days where you won't see no cars, no trucks around there, no nothing. Well, he's patrolling and he pulls up on them. Like you said, it's a God thing. What?
Well, he's got to
What's
protect
chances?
the property too, because he wants to
Sure.
What
not
is
make
the
sure.
chances?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and the two people, because people pull in that property gate now all the time, just looking or whatever. But what are the chances of him just being by patrolling all this county,
Awesome.
Get out
and
and be
just
nosy.
bumping into them? And I thought he did a. Just
I
from
could
you
never
with-
get that lucky. Like I would
Yeah,
love to have been that
but
guy.
what I like about
Right,
John,
right.
what I like about Little is he's savvy. He wasn't just gonna be like, "Oh, y'all good? Okay, just checking on you."
He
He
starts
stops and interrogates.
questioning them.
Right.
That's the question.
And now I'm your buddy and going to get you to talk
Sure.
Yeah.
When you-
to him. He's a master interrogator.
yeah, and so I was hearing this in my mind, and I was thinking about some of the training, and I was like, "Yeah, he wasn't just going to walk off." And I was like, "Man, I'm glad it was him." Don't tell Little this; he might hear it, but I'm very proud it was him.
He
that
knows
broke-
I'm here.
Yeah.
I almost had him come with me. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. What's the odds? And so if you're just kind of paying attention to the podcast or coming on, one of our chief deputies just rolls up on ice there at the prison
Right.
property, and they messed their pants.
Yeah. So to go on all that happens. And before I felt like I don't want to be a whiner. I need something to just hammer them before I come out hard. And that me and John talked about all the time. As soon as we get something to hammer them, we got our sources in Little Rock. If they'll leak us something, and we kept hearing ICE facility, ICE facility, ICE facility, maybe something come in the state of Arkansas. And then that happened. And that's when me and John talked. And I said, well, I'm going to go make a video. Said, I don't have a clue what I'm going to say. Went over. I'd been baling hay a couple days before that, and I went over and
Just mad belling hay though.
just
You-
mad.
That's all you can do when you're belling
stuck
hay.
my
and you got
phone.
something
I
like
took
that.
this phone and stuck it, where I can see myself on a bucket or something like that. And I just knelt down. I didn't even sit down, and shot the video right there.
Just
Yeah.
spilled out your
Just
feelings. How
what I was
going
thinking
on.
about at the time.
People won't know this because there's only about a 15 or 20 of us in there, but I don't remember when the resolution was signed. Cody, you were JP still at Quorum Court, so it'd been like November, December.
Gosh, I don't know.
And
Oh yeah, it was December.
Was it
I think-
December?
I'm thinking it might have been December.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so Johnny, you got up there and you put on just the most professional, quick to the point. You did your minutes and you got
Yeah.
up there in front of everybody. And, we were all there for the prison site, and you get up there and you told how that was going to affect your line of business,
Yes.
which
Yeah.
is a whole nother perspective.
Oh,
that
yeah.
You have another city the size of Ozark, bigger than Ozark, because there's going to be more population at that prison site if it ever goes through, without a police force.
Well, you've got Lavaca, Charleston,
Yeah.
Ozark.
So we'll be responsible for policing that up. And the only families coming in and out all the time and everything else going on, people trying to throw dope over the fence and smuggle stuff in.
It happens.
They try to do
yeah.
it in my jail. It's going to be 50 times worse in a prison.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Guarantee you. It gets in.
Yeah.
100% it gets in.
And Johnny, on the ICE thing, I did a little research on, I didn't know. So I just Googled ICE facilities. I didn't know there were, Googling the ICE facilities, what I don't think we understand is they have family coming in to see them. They can sign up and see them every day.
Yep.
They can bring them commissary. Is that, am I saying that right? But it sounded a lot like jail. Well, I was just thinking, oh, ICE facility, they're just going to go back there and just lock them down. No, there's going to be food, traffic, people coordinating. You know, it's a lot to it.
You know, you think of a camp, and we've put a lot of camps in for refugees and stuff like that in Africa and other places.
Fort Chaffee.
Yeah.
Mm.
So basically, they can go in a place very quickly with a couple dozers and try to get some. They need some flat ground. That's the only thing you got to have.
Oh, well, never mind. They're done.
Yeah, they're done.
They're
But
done there.
they would have to doze it out,
Sure.
and then they're going to throw gravel down, and then you're going to see immediately the tents go in first, and just tent after tent. Then they'll have semi trailers come in that are showers, and basically chow hall, cook food.
Yeah.
And then once that's in, very quickly the constitutional wire goes up. You'll see fence and constitutional wire go up.
Man.
And here's the problem: ICE agents don't guard prisoners.
No.
Who's going to guard them? The National Guard.
And you?
No, I ain't going to guard them. I work for Franklin County.
When
I
they
don't
get, when they
I
get
don't work for the
out.
governor. I work for Franklin County. So, but it'll be the National Guard. And to me, that's another problem. I don't think the military should be used to go protect the city. Now, if the city was such turmoil that the mayor of that city and the governor of that state said, we're in trouble.
Common
Say
sense.
if Tennessee, somewhere, say Memphis, the governor of Tennessee said, and the mayor of Memphis said, you know, Governor, I need some help. We're in a bind. We're going to run this training program to train up 1,000 new police officers because we're that short. And then we're going to send the National Guard and fix this problem. And then if you could help us out for a few months, that'd be great. That's a great plan. It has an end state that ends the mission.
Yeah.
We don't have that. We just continue to do what politicians do.
Yeah.
And just fire and forget.
Imagine the cost of this whole operation of building this up. I mean, we just spent $1 million on a culvert.
Is that the sound of a future senator run?
What's the podium?
Poor Johnny. You know, he has been, I hadn't even asked him this, but I bet you $1 he's been told to run for governor. I've been a state senator, state representative, everything under the sun.
I don't want to be
Cecil don't have a constable.
So
I don't think
I don't want to go rambling yet. We can go rambling after that. So we're still talking about the ISIS. And I can hammer some people pretty quick. But it just, I've heard numbers up to 3,000 ICE facility and all murders and drug dealers, cartel members, the bad of the bad.
Yeah.
They have nothing to lose. And you've got some poor private that's 18 to 20 years old sitting there guarding them that's not mature enough in life to make a decision, because when, inmates are in jail, they're going to tell you the world. And they're going to talk to you and defend you. And a lot of bad things can happen very fast. And I don't think that's fair. There needs to be separation.
I agree.
So,
I agree.
And I'm just not a fan of that, of an ICE facility coming here. I don't think it should come in state. I think it needs to go somewhere out of state. Yeah. They're all going back to South America or somewhere else.
Get them
Why are they coming here?
Yeah. Can I give you my conspiracy theory on that, which I don't believe in? But
UFOs.
I mean, sadly enough, unfortunately, there's agents being shot at these ICE facilities.
Yeah.
I can't remember, was it in Fort Worth or Dallas? 2 were shot. And I was looking at these ICE facilities. They're in town. They're everywhere. And I thought maybe they're coming out here to get away from the craziness at the cities, and stuff like that. Do you think that was a thing?
I think them ICE agents pulled in out there and looked around like, this ain't
the governor's. It's a money play, 100% a money play. Yeah. So I'm a firm believer Joe Porfirio is her money guy.
Yeah.
That figures out what's going on and everything, and that's why the prison board voted him off, because he's making decisions first off money and making money versus off what's good for the state of Arkansas.
Word.
And the governor's fallen in that line. She is a politician through and through that does not want to be a citizen of the state of Arkansas. I'm sorry.
Yep.
I'm a hardcore Republican conservative, but I believe there's too much left Democrats and there's 2 far right Republicans. Why can't we be people?
Mhm.
And when you have career politicians, there should be term limits on everything. And I'm telling you, I'll do 2 terms as sheriff, and I'm probably walking away
This
because
is
I think it gets a powerful position.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be in a position that guy. Now I may go do something else.
Yeah.
Kind of what we've talked about.
Sure.
And you can probably guess what I'm probably thinking about next. But I won't leave the state of or the county of Franklin County. I'm not interested in leaving local
Well,
stuff.
yeah. I mean, I did it the same way with JP. I wanted to go in. I had my ideas that I wanted to do, or to help. What would help further Franklin County and that stuff. Anyway, so went through that, and when I was done, I'm done.
And
I could have. Nah, this is going to sound bad. I just didn't want to sit there and not be active, and I felt like, hey, I've done everything I can do. Let me back myself out of the way, and another citizen.
But
come in
you
here.
could only do so much being a JP with the
Yeah.
prison too, right?
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
we don't
yeah.
have any choice.
Yeah.
If they want to put it there, they can go around us right now. They can go around the prison board and everybody else they wanted to.
Yeah.
If they wanted to, they could put. Now that would be the
Rough.
end of that party.
Right,
Yeah.
right, right,
They'd be done.
right,
They would lose every vote.
right.
They would probably lose 70% of the Republican vote if they did that and forced it.
But I think
Um,
I think a man.
I think they already have.
It's hurting them.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think a person needs to have enough common sense and enough. It's to step back. When I talked to my dad about it, and I was like, I don't know that I am working for District 8 in Franklin County and Franklin County citizens. And if there was just a little bit of me that thinks that I wasn't earning my keep, man, let me get out of the way and somebody else come in, bring your ideas in. And same with sheriff, same
Well,
with,
I've heard this from the governor's staff. I'm not educated. I went a year to Arkansas Tech, played football there, then I went in the Army. But I've been to
so the governor's staff said you weren't educated.
that I'm not educated. That I don't know what I'm talking about.
Join.
So here's my thought. I've been to school after school after school, probably enough time to get a doctorate when I was in the Army.
Yeah.
Sergeant Major's Academy, BNOC, ANOC, PLDC. It's called different stuff now, but I mean, I'm writing country area studies of countries and all kinds of stuff, and
Yeah.
you're doing all that other stuff. Been a Halo School, Sniper School, Sephardic, all that crazy stuff, and you're going to say that I'm not educated. And plus, I've done 6 tours in Iraq, 2 in Afghanistan, more than that in Africa and other places.
Yeah. I say when
I wasn't a press secretary reading off something scrolling down. I'm telling you right now, all you politicians had the opportunity to serve and you chose not to.
Yep.
You chose to serve yourself. Self-serve, and you don't need to be there.
You got him fired up now.
Get people. You don't have to have a college education. We're all educated. Every one of us educated their own way. The carpenter, the factory worker, the farmer, all education. You work hard to master what your profession is.
And the thing
They will tell you need to be a lawyer and all these other things.
Yeah, right.
You're wrong.
The thing that irritates me the most is, you were a sergeant major, right?
Yeah.
Which said, you led people.
Yeah.
And all these staffers that we have, I was just, being the creep that I am, just looking up, they're like 28, 25, 30 years old.
Yeah.
But they've never, just like Sarah Sanders, she's never been in a leadership role.
Right.
Ever.
So
Right.
now she's leaving it to the Joe Preferis,
The staffers.
and all the 6
Well,
little young staffers.
You've never carried a real job.
They've never had a real job.
And you have a beach house in Destin, Florida. And I know where that house is.
You do?
Oh, yeah. I've got a buddy that's got a house close to there. I mean, I can never afford there, but he's took me there.
Yeah. I've seen it in
His
the aerial
buddy,
photos.
his buddy actually owns a house, and they let us go down there on the beach in Destin. Really fun time. Went down there forth a couple times. Loved it. It was great. Took our whole family.
Well, this group that we've got right now, the Sanders staff and administration, they're just not leaders, and
Millennials.
they're proving it because our education has
Shows.
went down, our
Yeah.
crime rate, and this is something I talked about here a while back, but our crime rate has maintained with the same amount of money.
With the state. You're saying the state.
The
in
state,
general? Yeah.
our state actually, the violent crime rate has dropped down, and that's without prisons.
Well, when we were young, you're probably a lot
Oh
younger
boy,
than us.
here we go.
No, I'm the same age. We're actually. I thank you for that, Johnny.
Statute
We're
of
actually the same age.
Are you really?
Yeah.
He's lived a lot.
Are y'all all older than me? I'm no way you're older than me.
53.
No, I'm 41.
I'm
And
53.
he's 41.
44.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm very
So-
good, mean little girl.
The gray beard's got me.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna laugh about this because I fought in a jiu-jitsu tournament up in Branson a while back, and when I went to fight, the guy had a gray beard and I have gray hair,
Yeah.
and he goes, "Gray beard versus gray hair." The ref did, and we were both laughing. So it was pretty good.
And hey, well,
Johnny, I like you more now than I did
That's fun.
yesterday.
Okay. I'm completely lost where I'm.
that's
Well, we was talking about the
But
leadership, and the leadership in our
Yeah.
state government, and
Crocker.
Sanders, she could, she's probably going to get 4 more years, and she'll have time to fix the things that she's messed up because
And
she's
here's
messed
why.
up a lot.
Here's why she's getting it 4 years. People refuse to think on their own.
Yep.
They watch TV and they watch the media.
Yeah.
Turn your TV off. Get out and play with your kids, take them fishing, hunting. Go out to the ball game, get out in the yard, play with your kids.
Read the paper.
Quit doing what people tell you to do.
That's right.
Live your own life. Because they're going to tell you that you are the working class. They're not going to tell you, but you are the working class.
I know 4 people that
You are the ruling class. They think they're the ruling class.
Hey, well, they do.
Yeah.
Hey, so let me tell you why this is so important, and to me, this conversation in general. Johnny's a leader of Franklin County, not just a sheriff, but a leader of this county. People look to him to solve all the problems in the world. Ricky Bowman too, and some court members. I mean, people look to you to solve their problem. And when we were looking around at, man, we need we're getting hosed. We got to do this. Johnny, and unless something's changed, out of 75 counties in Arkansas, this is the only sheriff that stepped up
Openly.
The only one
The
that will
rest
still
of them,
speak.
Yeah.
the rest of them will agree with him in private,
Right behind closed doors.
which does no
And
good.
I'm not afraid to say it. Massey's said he's against it. And
Perry's against it.
we
from
work
Crawford
together.
County?
Me and Massey work together quite a bit. We do a really good job. We fight that right in that area between our counties. We do our best. We both have the same.
Well, I'll tell you this: the president of the Sheriff Association is against it. The Hobie Runyon, the treasurer,
I've
is
talked to
against
Hobie.
it.
He's against it.
So all
Yeah.
these people are against
Yeah.
it, but guess what? They're not. They're
Perry's
not
against
vocal.
it.
Perry's against
None
it.
of them will come up and say.
Yeah.
Everybody agrees we need mental health
And it's
to help
just,
the issue.
and that's where I was going. When us two were youngins, there was a mental facility in Ozark. Y'all too young to figure that. Y'all were still in
Yeah.
diapers. But in Ozark, up on the mountain, there was a mental facility up there, and people walked through downtown Ozark all the time.
I
And
remember that.
You knew who they were, and they never bothered you.
Yeah.
But then it went away, and now those people are homeless on the street. That's a vulnerable population. They get the drug dealers hook them on and get them to sell drugs for them, and just take advantage of them, rape
Right.
them, murder them.
Right.
You want to hear who won
Horrible
mental
situation.
health and has really pushed it the last few years and gets denied? The Democrats.
Yeah.
Of Arkansas.
Well, because they don't want to listen to Democrats.
That's it. And that's the only reason.
I'm talking
And-
about me-ish.
So
yeah. See, I knew you didn't like them.
So let's talk about that. We just said there's too far left and there's too far right.
Right.
So no matter which side if you're Republican or Democrat, you're going to vote party line no matter what.
Yep.
And that drives me
Me
insane.
too. Me too.
Because people have good ideas will never get passed because you're a Democrat or you're a Republican.
Yep.
And they're going to fight you to the end.
and it makes them ignorant.
Makes you look ignorant. And it's like President Trump. I voted for Trump. He has good things he does and he has bad things he does. I don't agree with everything he does. Some things is not good for Arkansas. Some things is good for the country. And some things I'm not a fan of. But,
But you will admit that.
the governor will say,
Yeah.
and I've been on responses to that tractor video and my other videos is you're a, hidden Democrat,
Yeah.
liberal, Muslim, all that stuff. And I kind of
Nazi.
giggle because they say you're going against Trump policies because the
Yeah,
governor's
right.
vocally come out and said, and her only response to my video is, I support the president's policies on immigration. That's her response. That's it.
Yeah.
You don't support those paper ballots, though.
No.
Yeah, she didn't support Donald Trump running either.
No.
He was
No.
not happy about that. If everybody forgets that,
Yeah.
but Sarah Sanders was thinking Tom Cotton or one of these other guys, and she didn't know which one she was going to get behind. She wasn't behind Trump.
I mean, I think you need to get them all out. I think you need to look for somebody that works for you at the plant, somebody that works for the farmer, welder, somebody else, somebody that's done well in life.
rodeo clown.
That's educated, a
Just
rodeo
saying.
clown.
Just
That's
saying.
educated themselves in their profession, and they've balanced a budget.
Oh,
When
that's
you
a
learn
good
to
one.
balance a budget. You can't overspend.
Apparently, you balanced your budget, and you got tractors, you got a farm, and you worked in the military. I mean, it's not known for being the biggest
It's
paying
not. It
job.
drive you insane.
But to make those accomplishments of having a cattle farm, tractors, and all
and
that,
then
that's
you get
big.
to when you're sergeant major and you got command telling you, well, you got to spend this money or we don't get it next year. And I look at the budget and we got $6 million to spend in 4 days.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, just turn it back in. They're like, no, y'all go buy
Well,
stuff because we won't get this money next year. And
Yeah.
that used to drive me. And they would spend it.
They still do that.
Yeah, I'm just
Man.
a sergeant major. I can't control what
Yeah.
a colonel does.
So they trust you to.
Yeah.
They trust
He's
you.
in command and I'm in charge.
Yeah.
That's how that works. And at least in SF, it works that way. Big Army probably doesn't, but yeah. Dudes don't move on the ground without the NCO telling them to move.
Right. So they
Man.
trust you to lead people into war.
Yeah.
But not for.
But you talk about the governor's lack of leadership ability. You're a press secretary. Yeah, when I was first starting a student company, I had over 2,000 students at any one day. And that number rotated up to 2,400, maybe down a little bit.
That's a lot.
From day to
Cool.
day,
That's
you'd
a
lose them,
lot.
but you had out of 2,000 plus, I'd say 20-year-old to 26-year-old was the main age group. You probably had 10 people that took all my attention out of that population. And that might rotated, but it's pretty good.
Well, you got to build a leadership skills, and you got to put the right people in
Yeah.
places. Or
And I
there's
had 77 cadre that worked for me, and then I had S1 staff that did a lot of paperwork for us for all those students. But there's so much paperwork that goes through, and
Man, that's a lot of
It's a
people.
lot of stuff. And then when you're an SF sergeant major, you have about 100 guys, a little over 100 guys in a company, but they're all Green Berets. Not a lot of drama there.
no
That's pretty clean.
self-maintenance. Yeah.
It's no issue.
Well, that's the way the governor job should be.
And then when I was-
Imagine if you
Yeah.
had all your staffers that were all equipped, just well-oiled machines. What would you do? You go out and drink cocktails with Asa and BB, and
They brief you well.
yeah,
Right.
they would do good. And you
They
could
come in and say,
you could walk in a
"Hey,
room in 5 minutes,
Well,
know
that's a
enough
good
about it.
thing. Talk about briefing. How much wrong news do you think she's getting briefed?
I don't think she cares.
Yeah, I don't either. I'm with him on that.
I think she's going to do whatever the Trump says. She doesn't want to be here. She wants to live in Washington, D.C.
Right.
We want her to live there
Is it
too.
an
Right.
insult? Is it an insult to her to have to live in Arkansas?
I think
And for us
it
to
looks
question,
like that. It looks like
for us
that.
to question
Yes.
her authority,
Right.
I'm gonna throw if we question her authority, it's like I'm gonna throw a temper tantrum.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I can envision.
I
her
like
just-
when she's there, she's like twitching, like
I can just imagine her just kicking and screaming on the Capitol lawn, just like not getting her way. Yeah, I mean, I just see her, but because she is getting the wrong information from the wrong people. This thing is wrong from the bottom up, and bless Gary Stubblefield.
You don't put 3,000 bed prison anywhere in the state.
Right.
No.
He was, he was in charge of telling us that stuff, but we couldn't grasp it until a year-long fight. And now we're the ones trying to explain to the new people coming in that don't like the prison and don't want it. And like, listen, y'all, Gary, I'm gonna quote Gary again. He says this, and I love to say it, that when he was having trouble with her staffers, he said, those kids, or however he said it, they haven't lived enough life to know what life is about. And that just always makes sense to
Their
me.
staff did make another response when I said, your projected budget is over $1 trillion, up to $1.4 trillion. And they're like, and I said, you're going to break the state of Arkansas and break some debt.
Right.
And her response was, since I've been governor, we've had more of a surplus than we've ever had. Ever.
yeah, but look how everything
I
else
don't
is
think
going.
that's the truth.
No, I don't either.
'Cause
No,
I've been
no, the
told
surplus, the
completely different.
numbers are there. The numbers are there for that. But look
Because
at
we only spent $1 million.
yeah, exactly.
And
Look
we
at
haven't spent the money that's already allocated, the $102 million that she's allocated to spend that she hasn't got approved to spend yet.
but look at what's going down. Your education dropping, your crime rate, it's maintaining with the same budget. You've got with these voucher programs, that is something that is huge. Have you paid attention to that much, Johnny?
A little bit, but I think we need to revamp the education system.
We
Oh,
do.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Oh,
think
for
it'd
sure.
be, and for my 2 cents, and I think this has been great for me as a person, as a young kid growing up, because my attention to detail was not there when I was young. But think of somebody maybe 10th grade. And at 10th grade, you take your basic classes, 11th grade, you decide if you want to go professional, whether you're going to be a doctor, lawyer,
Or go to work.
something like that, or if you want to go be a technical school,
Yep.
whether you can be a welder or a mechanic or something like that.
Carpenter, plumber.
So that way, when you get out of high school, you've already got associates in whatever you want to do.
and there's
don't-
something else they're trying to pass now. I don't know if y'all have seen it. I know I'm getting out in the weeds here, but I'll be quick. But used to you could be apprentice. You could be electric apprentice and get a certificate, or you could be a plumber. Well, they took that away and made you have to go to college now. Now these people got to go to college for like 6-8 years to be a plumber.
Yeah.
I mean, we all know plumbing's not, the hardest thing to
It all
learn.
goes
grasp on.
downhill.
But that's something that being an apprentice, you should be able to have a license. I mean, that's the best training is hands on.
But if you start giving kids a chance for success in life, where they have, because not everybody, I'm going to tell you, when I went to college, it was party, party, party.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I've said that about the Sheriff's Association. I didn't like it. And I got down, the only Sheriff's
Now you're kind of
Association event I went to was
Yeah,
nothing
we've got
but
them down.
empty, open bars and bands and partying and
Right.
stumbling around, people drunk. And I'm like, man, I ain't into this. And I'm just going to say it. The biggest thing that really bugged me on my ethics side is I seen elected sheriffs rocking their pistol, setting up the bar drinking.
Oh no.
And I'm just like,
Oh.
no.
Ain't that cool?
And I can tell you, Bradley and all them other guys seen that. They seen it with their own eyes, those guys carrying a beer around or a mixed drink. And I'm like, I ain't into that.
No, that ain't good.
I'm not saying I'm going to drink a beer, but if I ever drink a
Yeah.
beer, my gun's off and it's locked away.
Yeah.
It's at my house. I don't have nothing on me.
Yeah, they don't mix.
Yeah. And I'm like, I'll drink a beer now. If I drink a beer like once a month or something like that, then it's nap time for me. I've got that.
Well, just for the record, Colt couldn't pass the sobriety checkpoint test right now. Man.
Absolutely.
been boozing it up
you got
all
your
night.
breathalyzer with you?
Don't you know?
Well, Johnny, I mean, that's one thing you've been for, fighting the prison. When we started this podcast, this was just going to give us another voice to get the word out to maybe somebody that might hear this that could help us stop this prison. And so you've come along, and besides being the sheriff of Franklin County, you've come along and been a champion as far as picking up the fight. Like when that video come out, it's just like a shot in the arm. You've seen people just, yes, now the sheriff, and like it was really a big deal.
No,
It was.
I was always there. I was just looking for ammunition.
You're right, Tom.
Trying to make an educated guess.
Yeah.
And just like her staff thinks we're stupid. And we caught you making a mistake and you slipped.
Yeah.
Big
And then you
time.
responded. Then I made another one. You responded. I need to make another one. I've got some other stuff to hit her
We're
on.
looking
Well,
forward to it.
Hey, what's this?
It's easy. Just wait till they say something. Then it's easy to come up with something.
I've got 3 different topics that I need to hit on.
Yeah.
That her staff's just completely made a disaster out of. It's just completely wrong.
And this day and time with social media, and it just speaks volumes and it echoes. And
But Cody, you think of this, what you're doing here and the people you have on here and what Charleston, Ozark, the people of this county have stand strong together.
Yeah,
And
and
then
stuck
all
with
of
it.
us talking together, it's spread through the state of Arkansas. And not only the state of Arkansas, it's spreading across the country.
oh yeah,
Government outreach has caused civil wars in this country.
sure.
It's caused major problems in this country. Taxation without representation. To
Yeah.
say that our military can't vote.
Here, here.
Governor Huckabee, you're wrong.
Oh, yep,
I'm a sergeant
yeah.
major. I can get a tent ballot straight to anywhere in Afghanistan or Africa in the middle of nowhere within 3 days, anywhere in the world.
That's impressive.
When you tell me that
That
people
is.
can't even get the military ain't going to have time to vote by March,
Well, the people like me, Johnny, would not know that.
how many?
No.
And how many guys is that?
A bunch. The majority of us. I'm saying.
Well, I'm just saying absentee ballots, active duty military,
oh,
deployed
maybe
overseas.
10.
10, let's say 100.
Okay, well, that's a big number.
Let's just say 100 in this county.
Yeah.
It's about 10.
And as a Green Beret in the middle of nowhere, in the worst places you can be in the world, because we're fire and forget, we teach guerrilla warfare, unconventional warfare. We're living with the Indige in a jungle camp in the middle of Ghana, Africa. I get mail about every 3 days.
I'll be there.
They're going to send whatever, the plane's going to come in.
Yeah.
The ballots will be on that plane. Somebody at the embassy's going to hit me on a sat phone. Roger that. I'll make the drive now and pick them up. I have my boys do their
It's
absentee
crazy.
ballots that'll go out. So you're lying, saying it's unfair to the soldiers. It is a lie. Don't be doing that.
Whoop, whoop.
It's wrong.
Yep, it was 10.
Yeah. And
There's
man,
10 people.
Yep.
So total of 10.
gosh.
And they have the right to vote,
Yeah, they do. And
but
Sure.
we can get them the ballots.
But
And
that-
their
that's
command,
amazing. That's what's
within
due to me
a week
is-
can get
is
their ballots.
how fast they could do it. They got 47 days.
Yeah.
But, Johnny's saying 3 days, it's done.
Right. You know what?
I say 3 days. I could probably get it. It's going to take a week to get it there and back.
Yeah.
Extreme situations.
Gosh.
Sometimes you're 2 weeks.
I love it.
tops.
I love it. I
So
love it.
don't try to play military men, make up stuff when you've been the press secretary reading off a podium. You've never been there on the ground.
Nope.
You all had the opportunity. We're at war for over 20 years. If you wanted to serve your country, you had the opportunity, but you hid. You didn't want to.
Man, that's
Wow.
strong stuff. And I mean, I can't wait our podcast. Here we go. But I mean,
This is what Cody's been waiting for.
That's right. I got all these things down. I want to talk about his breaking his nose, turnover in the jail. But man, this stuff's so much more interesting.
Yeah.
I hope I didn't go too far.
No,
because I really don't care. I'm gonna say what I want to say. And that's when President Trump come out, he said a lot of stuff that sounded good. He didn't go on the standard politician, but I think on some stuff he kind of did fall back into that route. I think he's got bad people around him a lot of times that give him bad advice.
Absolutely.
He needs that old crusty sergeant major stand beside him when he starts rambling too long or wants to send a tweet to punch him in the leg and tell him to shut his mouth.
Yeah,
then everything be fine.
But Sarah Sanders is not a Donald Trump, and she don't even compare to him, and nor will she ever.
She wants to be president.
She does.
She wants more money, more this, more.
And
you've never earned it.
And bless her heart, she just ain't gonna do it. I mean, Trump earned his way. He with a small loan of $1 million, he made a great life. No, but she's never had that opportunity. Everything's been handed to her on a silver
Foundation.
Yeah, we handed everything to her on a silver platter in Arkansas. We gave her that way because she's a celebrity. It's not because of anything she's ever done for the state.
So what do you know about USAID?
The United States of America?
No, USAID.
Oh, aid? I don't know a whole lot about it.
So USAID is designed originally to basically help fund countries, educational programs, farming in other countries, get kids to school in the United States to get them trained to better the countries they're in. USAID became a politician's money laundering fund that not only Clintons, Obamas, everybody else used. They all used it. Republicans, Democrats.
We don't talk about the Clintons on this.
And I'm just saying. But Clinton Foundation is probably the largest one that received money from USAID.
Good people.
Yeah.
And when they started, when Doge come in and started looking at all this USAID funds coming in, and for years, I remember doing country area studies in Indonesia and Africa, and I'm looking at what USAID can do because I'm trying to figure out how I could fund something if I want it done. Well, I could get U.S. to buy John Deere tractors in the United States and pay for it, several $1 million in combines and everything else, then get it on a U.S. Army boat and ship it to wherever country I wanted to for the cost of zero. And the USAID would pay for every bit of it. Now, that's just me digging and looking, because if you dig enough and you look at the websites, you can find it, but you have to read a lot. And some poor uneducated guy like me actually found that. And that's kind of surprising. But it's a lot of dirty stuff. And I think that's where politicians there's so many of them that never had anything that are just filthy rich now. And we need term limits for all of them. Senators, representatives, all of them. You need to get in and get out. Their excuse is their experience makes it the country run and gets world peace
but it's not. Their experience is piss poor. Their experience is
they know how to get the loopholes to get the money.
And when they filed that ethics complaint on, we can go back to, electioneering. It's a small Johnny. Now you are a fair man. Like it doesn't matter who you are. If you're breaking the law, you're going to get them, and nobody can take that away from you. You've always been fair.
Oh, I've made mistakes, and I've went on KDON and said what I did. I'm sitting there on the radio like, I really don't want to say this, but I got to say it.
Well, yeah, that's part of being an honest man.
Yeah.
Well, with electioneering, these guys went down to Little Rock and turned the governor in, which it's a small thing, but they had the proof.
It's an impeachable offense.
It is. Yeah. But they had
the
proof.
You don't deserve to have that position. When you come out there and you push that lawsuit through where she's electioneering, she doesn't want us to have representation because it's a no vote. She doesn't want District 70 to have representation because it's a no vote. She's pushing a alcoholic drug addict against the senator in a win.
Oh, Bo Dirt.
That she's giving him money.
Yeah,
he's a drug addict that's been clean 3 months. And for the governor to come out and put all these pictures up and I think it's because of me and all of us here, because we say people need rehabilitation centers to get people help and mental facilities. and she'll put people's pictures up that are out in
Oh,
the community
yeah.
working,
I was
doing a
gonna
great
ask you about
job,
that.
Yeah.
and they're staying clean. But now you post their picture, and they're probably gonna lose your job because you went on State of Arkansas national
Oh my
TV and
gosh,
posted
I
these
can't
people's
believe she
picture.
did that.
That is wrong.
Oh,
That's
I
so
can't
wrong.
believe she did
And
that.
then you go up and
Yeah.
you support somebody to run for Senate against a good Christian senator, conservative senator,
This
because
is a-
he's a no vote.
Yeah, Ronnie Caldwell. So in case anybody don't know, but yeah, they've got so that is something that is real in politics. They will pay to
Bobby
Senator
Bollinger's
King.
getting paid
Yep.
through the governor's people.
Ballinger.
Yeah,
Yep,
and it's
Ballot.
just that's not a good look. And he got mad at me because I said something on the.
Yeah,
I
he
did a video and I said something. But
you don't get $70,000 in 26 days from
no, if you
everybody
look
that
at
voted for
you
the
can get
president.
online and look where his funds came from. And
Tim
Sarah
Griffin,
Huckabee
David Ray.
Sanders is on there.
Yep.
Tim Griffin is on there.
David Ray,
Okay, here's my issue.
Bart Hester.
We have to get rid of lobbyists.
Mm-hmm.
And there should be no lobbyists. There should be no funds coming from outside the state of Arkansas
There
for
you
any
go.
race in the state of Arkansas.
Yep, that's right.
Senate, governor, nothing, no funds outside because now you're bought.
And we've talked with some
County
of the guys
races,
running
there
about
shouldn't be
this.
no money coming outside the county
Yeah, I agree.
because
You
it's
sound
outside
educated.
influence.
Yeah.
You sound educated.
It's but the problem
He's
is
just not crooked.
the
Right.
ruling party, like the friend of ours said, the ruling party wants to keep the ruling party, and they've got the money out there, and they know if they can spend enough, and they make the filing fee $40,000, that old Johnny Crocker can't afford to ever run for governor or senator.
That's
They,
right.
they use the PAC money as a freedom of speech type concept, but you can limit it, right? Just like they have limited FOIA, limited everything else. We need it to be where it's manageable. You don't need $80,000, $120,000 for a $46,000 job.
No.
I mean,
7,500 to run for a state.
if you're
Senate.
running in your district, like this is a big district, don't get me wrong, you got 4 counties, but if you can't run on your name alone of how good of a person, how good of things you've done,
Get out and talk to people.
yeah, then you probably you shouldn't need $100,000 for that.
Right.
You know, when I run for county judge, I didn't know the county judge got paid. I didn't know. I didn't know the JPs got paid. I didn't.
You
know.
got paid?
I
How much?
think it was around 500 or something.
A year?
No, a month.
Oh my gosh.
But I took county insurance, so I just turned around and it went right back in. But I just didn't. I didn't know how it worked. you know?
I just noticed you never got a new truck until you got JP, so I just put 2 and 2 together.
Oh,
Hey, he took the lobbyist money.
Hey, Crocker, he'll do this. He'll do this kind of crap throughout the show. He'll throw something in that could absolutely throw me in jail. It's like, I think he was because
It's because Cody worries to death about anything. Like, so Cody is a huge conservative on his signature.
that's right.
on my signature.
Yes.
What in the heck is he talking about?
When we was over in Booneville, now you get me sidetracked again.
Oh, yeah.
When we was over in Booneville, there was a guy that wanted to run for, I think it was
Brian. Well,
Wells. It was Wells.
it was John Paul Wells.
Yeah, for his son.
Yeah, in
And all
Paris.
he's doing is for running for a prosecuting attorney or something. And I signed it. I read it and I signed it, and Duke read it and he signed it. Cody's like, I'm not signing that.
Well,
I'm going to read it.
Crocker, guy just rolled. I mean, and the guy was nice. Let me tell you. We was at Brian Cooper, one of his events. He's running for state rep, and he invited us over to talk about the prison. And here comes this guy. Well, I guess just my last name Sosby. I ain't just signing whatever. I've kind of stuck with that my whole life.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't sign it. I'm gonna have to talk to you. I'm gonna have to visit. I'm gonna get to know you.
You didn't know.
No,
Never did give that guy, poor guy. All he wanted to do is run for election.
He's going. I don't know what he was running for. I don't know what he's. I'm a slow, methodical thinker on that stuff. And anyway, Stellantis.com. You can go in there. I'll give you my password. You can see my truck payments. You can make sure that.
Episode 10, special
Jeez.
guest Cody Sosby.
Yeah, locked up in prison for taking embezzlement.
Yeah.
That's right.
And I get a lot of questions like people trying to get me to endorse them. I don't think I have that much power. I shouldn't be that much power. You should get out and educate yourself and look what candidate fits you the most.
Right.
Sure.
No, I do. If I think somebody's doing a good job, Senator King, absolutely going to
Oh, yeah.
all the way to the end. And then when I looked at Bollinger, had all that stuff where he took all that money from everywhere. And if you look at Governor Sanders' money come from DC,
Oh, gosh.
special PACs, 330,000 here, 250,000 here. It's one after another.
Do you know how much money Brian King had in his campaign account before we did his
I think
little
it's like
skeet shoot?
$500. What he told me.
$200.
$200.
He had $200 in his campaign
That's fine. He's
account.
gonna win. He's gonna win Franklin County.
Man, but well, let's just jump on there. And what are your thoughts on Brian King and what he's done for the prison fight and for us of this district?
I mean, Franklin County is a small part of his district, but
Yeah.
I think he understands the full picture. It affects the state of Arkansas.
Sure.
So just like in Cross County, that senator down there is with us too. And Gary Stubblefield, they were all together and they had their own little pact and there were no votes keeping that budget from pass. But when you spend $1.something trillion on a prison, was it $1.something billion? What's
Yeah.
you want to spend?
$1.2 billion.
$1.2 billion
billion,
on
yep.
a prison when we had about $1 billion surplus fund when she took office originally.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I don't think that money's even there anymore.
No,
It's down,
it's really probably not.
I've heard by the end of this year, it's going to be down to 338,000 or 338 million from $1 billion. That's a lot. And COVID money's no more.
No.
Yeah.
And
it's down
everybody, and local government counties got a lot of COVID money. Cities got a lot of COVID money.
Yeah.
And they thought they had a lot of money. And now they go to budget this year and there's no COVID money. And it's
Yeah,
a little difficult.
it's went down every year, and I think we're at $6 billion in net availability.
The grants
currently.
aren't there. It's hard to get grants for the police and other things, and it's more difficult, and you got to be very smart.
Well, that's the thing. That's what I was going to say about the sheriffs, and this is across the state. We have I say we. You guys have had to do it on your own.
Yeah.
Right. Y'all have had your own reform and how to keep people from coming back and
Yeah.
knowing which guys are bad, and the judge decides how long somebody sits in prison. It isn't the sheriff.
Yeah, we have no decision. Once we arrest them, they might go to court and do a drug court, and they're out.
Yeah, and that's
And
not up to you.
we don't even think about it.
And people don't understand that. So when they put these things out, you was talking about Sarah Sanders posted all these things about these poor folks.
Yeah.
The sheriffs don't
It's
decide that.
her people.
Yeah, that's
Her
them.
people.
Hey, Johnny, kind of talk a little bit about when you first took office and your plan to help pay for things. And I'm not trying to run a campaign for you,
Gotcha.
but
So when we first took office, I ran on physical fitness,
Yeah, he did.
manage the budget,
word.
and make every penny train. I meant on training, not just physical fitness.
Yeah.
You need to train and be proficient at your job.
Yeah.
And every penny, every dime, we have to stretch it as far as we can
Yeah.
in this county. I know we're not a rich county, and I talk to the judge every couple of days about budget. And if we need to look at something and maybe cut back and be careful about what we spend, you have needs that you must have, and you have wants that would help you, but they can wait a few months or wait
Yeah.
a year.
Yeah.
But what we did once we got in office is me and John, Katisa McLean, and Bridget Gunner, we sat down and talked, and we decided we're going to run our own commissary. City Telecoin threatened to sue me.
I like
They had a bull crap contract that was kind of some shady stuff in that contract.
Right.
We ended up getting rid of that commissary contract. Me and their president went round and round. He's going to sue me. I'm going to sue you. I'm like, I don't really care. Go ahead and sue me. I've got friends that said I could use their lawyers. So I don't have money, but
got friends.
I've been around enough. I know a few guys that's got
right.
companies that they like me, and they're like, I got
Yeah.
corporate lawyers if you need them. So that was good to hear. They had my back.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
But he threatened me. I threatened him. Whatever. Fire back. I said, I'll just counter sue before you sue me, and that pretty much ended that. And then we run our own commissary. So before, we had about 4 or 5% of the profit that was made off of that commissary, and City Telecoin got 95. So the county was getting 4 or 5%. City Telecoin's making 95.
That's crazy.
Then we got rid of them. So what we do now is we run a store, and we're cheaper than what they were buying before. We're a lot cheaper than what City Telecoin was doing.
Yeah.
And we're able to get what they want the best we can. Sometimes you have trouble about bulk from a company called
Yeah, I know what the City
Region.
Telecoin is, Duke Passer.
They're a Louisiana company.
Yeah, well, it's when
Dirty.
you want to call and talk to the inmate, you can FaceTime them.
Yeah.
You can talk to them on the phone.
Yeah.
And you got to pay, because I did that with a friend of mine that was in there, and you can give them money too, so they can
You can get online and put money on their books, and they can do commissary. They can get phone cards, stuff like that.
they can talk to their kid. Like, you want to give some money to an inmate to talk to his kids, you can do that to help them out. Because I had a friend of mine, her husband was in there, and they didn't have no money. She worked, and was pregnant, so she hits me up, and I'm like, yeah, I'll get you some money, and so I would put money on there for him, but but they got a percentage of it.
Well,
When we took over, the jail had about 40, 50 inmates in there. We can hold 106. Really quickly, we got the boys. We were just hammering. Alex Denning was a really hot area.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the worst one in the county at that time. There was a lot of drugs in there, and we said we're going to end it. So we went over there and ended it. It took us 6 months to a year to end it, but we literally went from 50 inmates to 106 plus real quick. And what that did was our commissary. We were rocking about 15,000 a month when we were 90 to 100 inmates. That was our profit off of our commissary.
Dang.
So we bought 2 new Durangos that first year. County bought us 2 more. They bought us 2 more because we hired 2 more guys to do bailiff. The next year we bought 2 more again, and then I bought my truck and John. We were getting busted in the drug problems when they'd see those white Dodges drive up with the bumpers.
I take off running.
The trucks,
literally,
yeah,
they would call. We were getting word they were calling. Sheriff's here.
the trucks are
The
hard to
chief's here.
tell. They are.
They
hard
would
to tell,
immediately
the
know
trucks.
it's you, and they would just shut down, and nobody would move. And so we thought we're going to buy a Chevy and a Ford, and you'll get Ford. You get what you want. I'll get what I want. I got a Chevy from.
Attaboy.
I bought it from Charleston, and John bought a Ford from in Ozark.
Franklin
And
County.
kept the money in the county with that,
Boom.
Right.
and instantly, those guys that were shutting down had no idea. They'd get mad at me and John because they didn't know.
Like,
What
it's
was coming.
not fair.
They're like, "You're being too secret." I'm like, and I don't write very many speeding tickets. I mean, you really got to be moving for me to write you a speeding ticket, and probably got to be a little mean.
He won't tell you that, but I always wondered what that number was.
5.
Is it 5
5 over?
I go, me personally. Now the deputies will get you lower than that. Me personally, when you bust 20 over, I'm probably going to write you a ticket.
Jeez, you need to pull them out and
Yeah.
work them over.
And
too.
there's times I've not wrote a ticket for that where I've walked up and be like,
Right.
maybe a kid or something. Be like,
Yeah.
you don't need a ticket.
You said that before. You don't want to run a kid's
I don't
life.
want somebody's life.
And-
And I know if somebody works at not a high paying job and they're struggling in life. You see kids, baby car seats in the back seat. You don't need to write them a ticket.
Right.
You can get there and be like,
Yeah.
next time I see you, if you're 5 over, I'm writing your ticket.
Yeah.
And like,
Well, common sense.
it's
man.
okay.
It's common
Nothing.
sense.
I'm not going to do anything to
Right.
you. Just slow it down. You can be kind
Yeah.
to people without being mean.
Sure.
Yeah.
There you go.
And then the people that want to be mean, I've also walked up for, 15 over and walked up and I'm getting called everything in the book. And I'm like,
I don't have to roll my
sir, I
window
need you to
down.
step out of the car. State of Arkansas says, or for my safety and your safety, I had you walk to the back of the car. We're going to do a vehicle inspection now.
I do go in
The
there.
tire width is not up to standard. You got a crack in the windshield.
I said
and
this
fits
the
too
other
up.
night, Johnny.
Start
From the,
right.
from the time I was about, I said 18 to 22, cops were dicks. Like it was.
Oh,
a
I'll
weird,
still have fun with them. They'll be like cussing me out, just blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, no, I'm looking at your tires here. Sir, you really need to get new tires. And they just look at me like, why are you going to be such a jerk? I'm like,
Yeah.
you got bald tires, man.
Yeah.
So like on a GPS, like even locally here,
Now we're getting insider info now.
well, it just pops up even on our local state highways. It'll pop up as 65. I mean, I know
No, all the time. I get that one
the
too.
posted speed limit,
But
but
55 to 65, you would have to be just really ornery and mean for probably any of my guys to write a ticket.
Yeah.
Or a state trooper.
yeah.
Well, that's one thing I've noticed. I mean, I hadn't heard a bad thing about a sheriff, a county cop in a long time. Like,
I have.
I
His voicemail a couple times a week.
It's probably got his phone turned off and he
Well,
comes
So
back
like when
on
we had
voicemail.
Puppy Gate, and I talk, and I'm not afraid to talk about it. It is what it is. Everybody has the constitutional rights, good, the bad, and the ugly. If the puppies were in danger and I felt like they couldn't live without their mama, I would have took those puppies. The puppies were eating solid dog food, had water. There was a cage back there. He was trying to catch them. He didn't want to talk to me. He's actually pretty honored with me, the owner of that house.
Yeah.
I said, sir, do you want them on your land? He's like, I don't want them on my land, period. Roger that. Do you want me here? And he looked at me funny. I said, we'll stand out here at the road and won't let nobody on your land. We don't need anybody getting an incident hurt. So I told my guys, hold the line. Next person crosses, because we warned them. They
That's
tried
when
to
y'all
cross and
arrested
cross
the
and
old,
cross.
y'all arrested the old man or old woman or
Lady.
something. Yeah, yeah.
And there's more to the story with her. She stole David Little's dog.
Always.
That same lady stole David's little dog, had it neutered and sent it out of the state.
Oh,
It was a guard dog
no.
for his calves.
Oh, man.
So she ain't so innocent. But you have to defend everybody's constitutional right. Whether you like them, agree with them, or whatever, you treat everybody the same.
That was a big stink.
You can't pick and choose when, I mean, we got thousands of phone calls.
No, I know. Did it make national news?
I don't think it made national
Did it
news.
not? It was a big deal.
But literally, they got on my daughter's Facebook page and were saying pretty ugly stuff to her.
Mm.
And then I think I went on the radio and I said something like, you know, you can say what you want to me, but you talk to her, we got a problem.
Right.
So we're going to settle this. But
Yeah, that's fair.
but there's no sense of it involving a kid or my wife or my guys' kids and wives. Just fire me. I made the decision on everything right there. Nobody else did.
So I like talking this story, and I don't know if you know, because I know Dennis, your stepdad, would
Yep.
know, but was it Bob Prickett? Was it
Pritchett. Old man Pritchett.
So you know him?
Yeah.
I heard the name, know him. Duke Spicer, you heard him?
Oh,
Okay, so
yeah.
I want to go to a story. So, and I know there is corruption in everything we do, but anymore there's cameras. Everybody's got cameras.
Cell phones.
Personally, this is just a personal thought. I know it would never happen in a million years, but if you put the law back in the sheriff's hands with the Bob days, you know, which his story was, he had an axe handle, and he lived in the prison.
Oh man.
And if somebody would act up, he'd have that axe handle, and he'd just go back here and whop them a few times.
Well,
You did, but it was the safest the county had ever been because
McCain had a slapstick, I was told.
oh really? But they respected
Maybe he had
it.
a slapstick,
yeah.
His was an axe handle.
but they would both. I mean,
They warm you up, but it kept people, it kept people at bay. That type of fear. Now, and this is what I think would be a great solution. And it could be like Gary Stubblefield, hang them high up there in Northwest Arkansas. But if we put the power back in the sheriff's hands to make that decision, say your deputy went out, nightsticks, because there's been many times I needed nightstick. I lived those days.
I'd love to give you one.
Well, it comes when
right
you've
now.
got 4 or 5 guys is all you got. We're a small county. I've got 12 guys counting me, and that's all we have
Yeah.
for deputy side. That's it. So, and I've got guys work 24 hours a day. We try to keep 2 out. We can't always do that. We called guys in that night, and I think there was 4 or 5. There's at least 5 of us there. There's 200 of them. So,
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
this was my thoughts on this, and I want to hear what y'all think too. You get somebody out, been drinking a little bit too much, gets a little lippy.
Yep.
He gets a little smackdown, little axe handle, little bob. And my thoughts are the sheriff should decide if it was too much or not at the end of the day. And then if they thought it was, then it could go to the courts. But at that point, it should be managed does that seem too cruel?
if I've talked to a lot of old school sheriffs from back in the day, and we talk about crime and how packed the jails were back in their day. Well, back in their day, pretty slow. You had little thefts here and there, but you had a
Right,
couple
right.
town drunks, 2 or 3 town drunks every now and then would come into jail.
Sure.
And they said the main problem was when methamphetamine
Yeah.
popped the street. And methamphetamine is the root of everything. It's just, it destroys people's
You
lives.
think that axe handle would help with that? You can't
I
say
just-
it. You can't
Well, I
say it.
don't know.
Duke, you and Cody can.
No, because
There's
there's
a lot of times I would, personally as just a person, a good open hand slap upside somebody's head,
Yeah.
and straighten them out.
Yeah.
hide on a
John
keyboard.
Staley, the president of the Sheriff's Association, he got caught slapping the piss out of a guy that spit in his face.
Yeah.
And it's all on camera.
yeah.
And the guy threatened him right there, and he just smacked the shit out of him.
You want to hear a funny story?
What?
Okay, so I'm up at Mulberry Mountain during the big.
Oh,
Fest.
yeah.
Oh.
Wakarusa.
So I'm- it's-
Wakarusa.
Okay, this is LSD.
whatever it
It's,
was.
it's walk in. So I'm up at
It's-
walk in.
Yeah.
They called me up there. We met with the security guys. My wife's with me. She's like, I said, I got to go pick somebody up. They got a problem. So I went up there. I get up there and we get this guy, and he's just barely got shorts on. He is tripping off acid or LSD or something.
LSD. They used to take water guns and LSD
So
up there.
I'm holding him. We're going to switch cuffs. So we go to switch cuffs. They take their cuffs off. I put mine on the one hand. I should have just snapped them on before they took theirs off, but they took one of theirs off. The dude turns and swings on me, and got my body armor on, got my cowboy hat just like I am now, without even thinking. Underhook on the right arm, right over the top of me, hit his back. There was 3 big old black guys standing there, the security guys, and they're just like, I heard one of them go, when he hit the ground, I flipped him over and I cuffed him, and he goes, man, he didn't lose his cowboy hat. And I'm like, my body camera's not on. That was so cool.
Oh, no.
This ain't the funny part of the story. We walk up the hill. I put him, my wife's sitting in my truck.
And we're going to have to fight him.
Yeah.
We're
1,000 likes. It'll be round robin. They'll have to go to the dojo and fight me. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. But anyway, we take him up there. My wife, Kara, sitting in the truck. And I put this guy in the back seat and I leaned in. He ain't got no shirt on, just shorts, no shoes, nothing. Sweaty, hot as all get out. And I leaned down the guy's seatbelt because I want him buckled in. And when I went to buckle him, about the time it went click, so I can lean and click that way, he turned like that and was coming that way with the biggest lips. I think his tongue was out too. And I turned my head and he hit me right there. It gets me right on the side of the face, all wet and slobbery. And I backed up. All them security guards going, oh, they're like, he's about to drag him out. I turned around and walked away for a second. And I stood there. I'm like, that's pretty gross. So I walked back and I said, sir, that's sexual assault. I said, I will charge you. And then I shut the door. He's high as a kite. He don't know what happened. I didn't charge him. He's tripping out so bad he didn't know what was
See,
going
if I was a cop, I'd have turned and went in for it.
You got to hold restraint. And these guys can tell you when you're in Iraq and Afghanistan, you just can't go in the house shooting everybody that you see on the street. You have to hold heavy restraint. And I know I've been in units in the SIF where we've been accused of being heavy, engaging targets and killing too many people. But I can tell you we've held heavy restraint. If you had a reason to die, you died of lead poisoning. If not, we just hi to you. That's about it.
That'd be tough. It'd be tough.
I had to hold back. Even my wife's laughing, and the guy was talking tongues all the way back. You put him in the cell, and when I got him to the cell, in the holding cell, I'm like holding him pretty good because I don't want that to happen again. I got my arm wrapped behind his
Yeah,
head.
I don't want to be
I'm
kissed.
like, he kissed me again. I get him in there, popped the cuffs off. I had the cell open, the drunk tank, and I threw him in there. Man, that dude had his shorts off, naked, jumping off the walls before I can get the cell stuff. And then after about an hour, the girls come in there like, hey, can you go in there and get him to sign this? I'm like, oh. So I walk in there. I'm like, listen, you got to sign this. I had to open the door again. He's butt naked. And he looks at me real funny, and he's like, Durka, Durka, Durka. He's speaking in tongues to me. He's still high as a kite. I'm like, so you tell me you're refusing to sign? And I just took it as that and just said,
yeah, that's good enough. I'll accept that.
I'm out. He got his fine for drunk and disorderly conduct. And he's back out the next morning.
Golly.
But that's a story of, you say you want to slap guys, but you have to hold.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't have that's why I'm not a cop.
I mean, a grown man kiss you almost on
I
the
had
mouth.
that happen to me.
I don't even want to tell people that even happened.
No, but your comeback was really good. That's a lot better than mine. So the biggest man I ever punched in my life, that's exactly what happened. His arm wrestling. I was like, if you can't beat me, you're going to scrub all day tomorrow. And we locked arms, and he couldn't take me down. Well, so he reaches over and he kissed me on my cheek. And as soon as he did, I reared back with my left hand, and I hit that boy as hard as I could. And
did he pin your arm?
Pretty much. He just did this. He's like, you shouldn't have done that, Colt. I was like, I'm about to chop your butt down. And luckily, he did not act on it because he would have mopped the floor with me. But luckily, another thing is, it's a good thing I was his boss.
I wish I'd have paid that guy to punch you. I wish I knew that. Get him upside down.
What's his name?
William Jones. He's from Northwest Arkansas.
Call William Jones. Come down there and work.
I got gloves, headgear, all that stuff.
Yeah. Well, 1,000. Is it 1,000 likes, right? Or subscriptions?
You think of this. So, Mr. Brown is the guy that broke my nose. He's a 18, 19-year-old kid. He's 120 pounds, soaking wet. Every week he's back there, and he is literally fixing to get out of county jail, and go free. Like within a week or two, he's going to get out. I go in there. He's told everybody all day, and I just happen to be out that night, that he's going to punch the first person that walks in there. But what happens is he runs his mouth so much.
He's got to do it.
That we have open pods that if we don't move him to isolation, they're going to kill him. Because they'll tell us, everybody in that pod, like, he leaves or we kill him. And he'll be on one side, they'll be on the other. They don't want trouble.
Yeah.
So I walk into jail, I bring somebody in the jail, and they're like, Sheriff, somebody's back there. It's Brown again. I'm like, okay. So I go back there and open the door, and he's standing there, and he's got his fist up, but he always did that. I've dealt with him before. And kind of left leg forward, and I point to the door. And I'm like, let's go. Isolation. I ain't going to tolerate you today. And about that time, he goes, what? I'm like, oh, man, he's punching me. So I like threw my left hand out, hit him in the shoulder, and it hit him enough off where it didn't directly hit me, but his knuckle came right across my nose, just straight across, and just put my nose right under my right eye.
Dang.
And all the fights I've been in, boxing and training and Muay Thai and all that stuff, never had a bloody nose. My nose was pouring blood. And I knew he'd hit me. I just, like a wrestling move, double leg takedown. I just dropped a knee, boom, hit him, put him on his back really quick, went side mount to mount, and I hit him with what I call Ezekiel choke. And I just hand under. It's just me and him, and I got 15 other inmates behind me, so I got to do something quick
Yeah.
before something happens. They could jump me too. And I don't see them right now. They're behind me. So I'm in the cell with them. So I just kind of almost in the door, and I got one hand under, stuck my other hand in, dropped my elbow. About 2.5, 3 seconds from me drop my elbow, he just goes limp. And that's what I was waiting for. And then I flipped him over. As soon as I let go, I could see him coming back. I flipped him over, cuffed him, picked him up, yelled at a jailer. I'm like, put him in isolation. And he did knock my cowboy hat off because one of the other inmates had my cowboy hat. He walks over and hands me my cowboy hat. And he's like looking at me, and I'm just like, good to go.
At least he didn't kiss you.
No, hey Johnny,
He broke my nose.
hey Johnny,
I'd rather have a broke nose.
what I think a lot of people that don't understand groundwork, jiu-jitsu, that is, you can handle a drunk or somebody that's high or somebody that's way bigger than you or somebody that's way smaller than you. You can, it's easy. Y'all can handle them so easy.
Size doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But untrained and you have size.
Yeah.
You're done. So
Yeah.
what
I'm well trained.
good wrestling background for takedowns, or
Yeah.
a little bit of judo, or a
Yeah.
good wrestling double leg, single
Right.
leg. For Brazilian jiu-jitsu, just in wrestling, just staying on top of them.
Yeah.
And if you can hold somebody
handling
down,
them.
if you can hold them down for a minute, most people quit.
Yeah. So in all these cop fight videos on the internet, I like to watch them, and I'll be screaming at my phone because here they go, and the first thing they do is they reach up for their head, or they, and it's just
But
like,
we require.
why didn't they train? If you're going to be a cop and put yourself in these,
That's what we talk about. Be proud of your job.
Yeah.
And be competent in your job and be very proficient. And all the deputies that we have, they can come to anytime. They have a gym membership that my wife gave them a free gym membership. They can also do jiu-jitsu at any time. Most of them come, but it's a requirement for several times a year. We make them come down several times a year.
yeah,
The jailers had to come down twice a year. And so
Yeah.
just to kind of refresh on some stuff. Now,
Mhm.
all them can come down anytime they want. I don't charge them.
Yeah.
That's cool.
In a fighting situation, a lot of people don't fight. And so until you put it, and it's fall under training or military or whatever, until you're in that situation, you got to get in there and you got to be comfortable with it. You got to be comfortable with
Well,
it.
we just hired a new part-time guy, and we told him, he came from up north, worked Fort Smith a little bit, up Fayetteville area. He's from Arkansas, but I told him, I said, it's a little different out here. There ain't no backup. It's just, if you're out there alone, not afraid, man.
Shores Lake.
I don't
You
know
gotta
what
be alone. I mean, you can be over here in Cecil somewhere. It's
Right.
dark.
I don't know what it pays to be a sheriff, Johnny, but you do a lot for our county. I don't know if anybody's ever.
That guy
heard
right
of
up here tried to outrun me. He ran the stop sign right there at the intersection, headed for the park, and I got behind him, and he would fake stop, and then he would take off on me every time.
Was it Danny?
He had no bumper. He had methamphetamine,
Was it Danny
bunch
Clark?
of drugs. I don't know.
I mean, you can't say names on this.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Or was it Coach Shelby?
I'll tell you. Well, this has been a years ago.
He had no bumper on the back with no nothing, no rear lights. I
Oh,
mean,
no.
you
It might have
run
been-
the stop sign, then you go past me, and I sit there all the time.
It could have been me then.
Whatever. I wish.
So,
He tried to hide it on me, and I'm like, it ain't gonna work.
Well,
I've already got your felony fleeing.
well, one of the best stories of me and Liz, my wife, we was leaving Citadel Bluffton. This is before you was in. I think Anthony was still the sheriff then. But they had I think it was Rocking on the River, and they just backed an old flatbed trailer in there, and they had some bands up there, and there might have been a little marijuana on the scene.
It just smelled like it.
well,
I'm
it
not
was,
sure, but it just smelled like it.
Well, we get out of the truck, and Liz is so naive to everything. We get out of the truck, and you could smell weed. And we're probably 100 yards away, and she does this. I said, Beth, you're not going to get high. Like,
Yeah.
We're 100 yards away. You're fine. So we go down there, and she's so nervous. She doesn't drink, and I'm sitting there, being myself, being the normal Cecil boy. And we get ready to leave. Well, there's cops. They got it roadblocked. And she's driving us home, and she's nervous. Hadn't drank a drop.
Panic mode.
Oh yeah, she gets nervous getting a speeding ticket leaving the school. And anyways, I'm sitting over there just chill, calm. We're not doing anything wrong. And she goes to this cop she was talking to. She's like, "I'm sorry, I'm just really nervous, and he's drunk." I look over, and I got a cop here, and she's got a cop there, and I look at him, and I laugh, and I look like, "Nah, she's drunk." And he goes, "You two have a good night."
Yeah, get out of here.
Mhm. Well,
and that's the
now-
kind of good cops, you know. That
sure.
Meth, I won't turn away from. Drunk driver, I will not turn away from.
you can't.
So, like, I had a guy 2 days ago. He was all over the road, kept crossing the center line. So I pulled him over, and I walk up there, and he got Subway sandwich in his lap, and I knew him.
Yeah.
And I walk up and looked, and I seen it. I'm like, "Quit crossing the center line!" I turned and looked away. He's laughing. "I'm sorry, Johnny. I didn't mean it." I'm like, "You're good. I ain't gonna take it."
all the time now, if I'm driving, like I think of the training I had when I went through the reserve program, and now if I get pulled over, I roll my windows down, turn my lights on, put my hands on the steering wheel, and I ain't been shot yet. You know what I mean? And when I hear people, so I watch these videos and I feel like, I know my constitutional right, I ain't rolling. And I got the window rolled down there, and they're like, I don't have to get it. And I'm like, you know
Yeah.
what? Just rolling the
Just
windows
make it
down,
easy.
just turning the lights
That's a lot
on.
easier.
Yeah, just turn the light. I do turn
Because
my
in the
lights
state
on.
of Arkansas, if I can't see you clearly, and if I feel like it's dangerous to me, I can make you get out of your car.
I'm
And if
like
you don't comply, I can drag you in.
I'm like the suspicious guy still digging for my insurance card.
Hey, I turn those cab lights on and roll those windows down. I don't want them to have any thinking that like this guy might be bad. Or
You
You
might
look.
be
I mean, if I pulled you over and you're wearing those overalls like that,
Yeah.
definitely got
I'd
mad.
show them that chicken mafia.
Yeah.
But you gotta understand, the city cops, the county cops, state troopers, game and fish, all those, they're trying to do their job,
Sure.
Right.
and they're trying to go home to their families.
Yeah,
and
right.
they're trying to keep you safe by being curious and
Yeah.
by stopping people. Be glad they pulled you over, because if you cross the center line or you're
Right,
speeding a little bit,
Right.
maybe if you be nice to them, they're probably gonna let you go.
Absolutely.
If you be nice and you're not doing nothing
People
crazy and you
get-
ain't got no dope on you,
Yeah.
they ain't gonna harass you. They're gonna let you go.
Some do, especially in Oklahoma, small towns.
Poto.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. You been there?
No, we got a call from them the other day.
Oh yeah. Are they looking for me?
Nah, I guess somebody from here got pulled over, and they called us and said, "Don't worry, we took care of that."
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it was me. I've had a few there.
Somebody in the county, I can't remember who it was. It was a couple weeks ago. They had a ticket, and one of their reserves or something. wrote
No, Poto's
some crazy
horrible.
ticket.
Poto.
It was like 5 over.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
they are.
Cody, if you just don't speed, you don't have to worry about anything.
Well, and then here's me. I get to the point like paying attention. Yeah, I'm 53. I got to start watching if I'm paying, because I will. I'm talking about crossing the line.
Yeah, I'll be looking around at somebody's cows.
Right.
Yeah,
You're like,
look at that bull.
Look-
jerk it
Look-
over.
That's my
Jerk it
problem.
back.
Mark Dietz had a bull down here years ago that had a set of nuts that was about that damn long. I'm telling you, it was the biggest
Now
set
it
of
gets weird. just cross the line, Kobe.
nuts.
But Johnny, this has been good to visit, and we could go. I know
Oh, we go
you're,
forever.
you're the sheriff of Franklin County.
Yeah, you're
Um,
definitely Cody's role model. Like every episode.
So we'll go governor at the end and close out here. So I see you got a couple things. Sheriff Association, be a man, be a human being, stand up on your own 2 feet, make your own decision. If you're a leadership in your county judge, you're the sheriff, any position you hold, stand up on your own 2 feet. And all 75 counties, state of Arkansas.
That's right.
And you shouldn't let lobbyist organization control what you do. You should call your neighboring county and be a very good relationship. We have that here, even though a lot of them won't speak up, but they talk to me all the time. I've great relationship.
I told Perry the other day in Crawford County that if we had 74 sheriffs like Johnny Crocker, you would have your prison built wherever it was
Right.
needed, and it would be over with.
Yeah.
But nobody wants to stand up.
You had $75 million to build a prison to start off with to add to Calico Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had $75 million, and she took that money and allocated it somewhere else. And now, in 3 years as her governor, we have no beds.
Nothing.
Yeah.
We've actually
Yeah.
reduced beds because these southern prisons can't keep enough employees.
When I would
The
share,
numbers are coming up though. They are. They're getting better.
I would share Johnny's video, and I would just hashtag one call. The governor just got to call Johnny Crocker, and it's still
That's
They're never
it's
gonna happen.
fixed. And obviously her pride is not ever going to
And
let
I
her do
tell
that.
you, the other thing that really, really ticks me off about the Republican Party, and she's the reason this happened, is she controls the main Republican Party state of Arkansas. She's the head of it. But what she did was double the filing fees to run for governor,
Yeah.
Senate,
Yeah.
state Senate, state representative. Almost everything's doubled. And
Joseph
what you're
Woods.
doing is you're trying to keep the ruling class in.
Yeah.
When you think there's a ruling class, there's a problem.
That makes me wonder, do they really want Republicans in there? Because that's running them out.
You're running us all out.
Yep.
Because as a Republican, the party of Lincoln, I'm about less government,
That's right.
and I'm about individual rights and individual representation. They want more government, and it doesn't make sense to me.
No, I'm with you.
When you can go to Missouri and it's $500 to run for governor, it's 40,000 here.
Because I mean, you would think they'd want Republicans in there,
Yeah,
but
and,
again,
and
I
somebody
guess not.
responded to me and said something crazy like, you're just being a hypocrite by having a 40,000 fee. It keeps, I think they put it like Muslims and somebody and Mexicans out. And I'm like, I didn't respond, but a very racist thing to say.
Yeah.
And I can tell you the Democrats quadruple what the Republicans raised for some reason. 40,000 ain't gonna make a difference if you're running for governor.
No.
Yeah.
You could put it at 5,000 and be a smart thing to me. At least 5,000 is enough to say that you're in it for somebody like me. But you have to campaign and you have to get out there and beat the street and you have to run commercials and you got to raise a lot of money. But I also believe it should be no outside funds coming from Washington, D.C. or someone else.
No, I agree with that 100%. I mean,
when you're bought and paid for by lobbyists, you're bought and paid for.
that's right.
Yeah.
And we could save this state a lot of money if
And-
they put that money and put it towards the
Association.
people.
Every time you go to a meeting, we got to have a commercial. We're going to let this prison company talk or this company talk real quick. I always tell them guys, if you want to have a meeting and just sheriffs and we'll talk business, I'll come sit down with you.
Yeah.
And 3 years, it's never happened.
That would be a great idea because a lot of the sheriffs, especially like Lonoke County, Sebastian County, they've got ideas.
That's Lonoke County's pretty interesting right now.
No, it's
Oh,
very,
yeah, it is.
it's very,
Yeah.
but they've still got ideas that are what's helping the crime rate.
Yeah.
And if all the sheriffs shared what they're doing, because we don't have a lot of
So
crime.
here's one thing that really aggravates with the Sheriff's Association. They were trying to push rules and regulations on who can run for sheriff. So they wanted you to be certified and serve so many years. Well, they didn't feel like that was ever going to pass. So then they try to regulate how much money you can make as sheriff when it's none of their business. It's up to the county. Because that,
That's
I
who pays
won,
it.
and then once I won the election, I went to police academy on my own dime.
Right.
Did
Did you know how much it paid before you got in it? Or did you
I had
just-
no idea. I mean, once I was running, you can look it up and you knew it. And it was like 42,000 or something.
Dang.
Deputies were making like 28. So
And that's 7 days a week.
yeah,
There's no.
they weren't making nothing. It was rough. So
Yeah.
we've
Man.
done a lot better with the pay there, and the judge has done really good with that. But it's really difficult that they want to decide who can run for sheriff. They're trying to control their seat
Control, yeah,
and not
that's
let
the
other
deal,
people in.
yeah, controlling. Yeah,
You okay?
I'm just over here like
Cody's talking to himself over there.
I don't know what's.
I'm reading
I
all my
didn't even wanna
notes.
look.
I'm reading all my notes. So, but
You don't know what it's like to have a superhero in the same
I know
room,
superhero.
Johnny.
True.
hey, it was a pleasure to be a JP and have Johnny as a sheriff. It was we went through, I say we, the county, the taxpayers, we went through some tough times with our sheriffs. And actually, the entire time I was in the JP position, we had, but the first thing I did was try to make friends with the sheriff. I wanted to, I mean, I want to know what their deal was, where they come from, what their plans are, what their things are. And
What is that you always say about Johnny?
the most qualified sheriff in the
Overqualified.
And
Probably
then,
crazy.
the most overqualified. He's like
Yeah.
overqualified.
and then
county
there's
sheriff
one
in the-
more thing. He can kill you in
Oh, I don't know. Tell me out.
12 different languages.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, really, with his
So
background.
talking with the governor and the sheriff's association, this last thing I want to cover is I talked to him and I talked to a couple lawyers in Little Rock, and I said what we need to do is like with our drug dealers, the guys that deal drugs and get caught trafficking, they need to register like a sex offender in the county, and on top of that, they need to carry a 10-year search waiver. And
Oh, yeah,
what
that's
better
important.
incentive to carry a search waiver when I can search it anytime?
Yep.
You have to register with me at the county level. I know where you're at all times.
Yeah.
So what's wrong with that?
Nothing.
The governor laughed me off. The sheriff's association laughed me off. They're not interested in doing anything that's actually going to make a difference in somebody's life.
It would.
That's an addict.
That would.
But if I can go check on you at your house, knock on your door and be like, "Hey,
Here's
Bob,
Johnny.
you doing all right?" And they're like, "Yes, sir, doing good." And they're like, "Man, that dude's going to come by at 2:00 in the morning." 'Cause I don't. If I get woke up, I'm up, and then I go work.
Yeah.
So that's just me.
I like it.
So sorry to cut you off, but I thought that's something important that they all talk about. They want to
No,
change.
those are great
stuff,
ideas.
but they don't want to actually
Absolutely.
change.
That,
it.
that's what I'm talking about. Those are great ideas. That sounds like a great idea to me because sex offenders, there's no tolerance. You know, whenever there's a sex offender and he moves from here
And
to
if you're
here,
selling dope, I got no mercy for you.
well, you shouldn't.
So I don't
That's
care
killing-
if you're selling dope and we catch you. You can give you a small sentence. I'm okay with that. But you are 10 years registered with the sheriff department. That carries a search waiver. I can go in your house, your car, search you at any time.
Because generally they're doing it again.
Because if you survive 10 years of me searching you, and
Yeah.
I do my job,
Right.
you're clean. You
Yeah.
survive 2 years, you're probably clean.
Yeah. No, that's a fair statement.
I like it.
I like it.
And that's where you need to get whoever gets elected in our
Yeah.
district. I mean, we got
If we
to.
get King and them, I think we could push it. We get
Yeah,
through this
right.
fight of the madness that should be,
Right.
that makes no sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
start getting some laws in that are going to help the sheriffs
Help
and
let 'em
reduce
work.
crime.
Let
No,
'em
not
work.
help us, help people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
Help the citizens of this state and the country.
Let 'em go
Not-
to work.
It's not about us.
I love it.
Duke, hey, let's cover some important things.
Yeah,
Housekeeping.
let's set the rules.
So when was Colt? How did we get him the fight? So Colt was gonna, if we get so many shares. Or so many likes-
Oh, golly, here we go. Now you got involved in this, just
no,
so you know.
no. See, I've said no from the word. 'cause
No, you.
You brought your wrestling belt
No.
from 7th grade.
Oh, you just threatened our sheriff.
That's
Yes,
how
you
challenge
did.
accepted.
the only way
He
I-
wanted you to know how
When
tough
you
he
see
is.
my belts on the wall, you're gonna have
I've never. That thing was so dirty.
Don't be
I've-
crawfishing on me now.
Hey, I've never showed it to anybody. I
You-
never.
I wouldn't have
So-
either.
And so actually, the last fight, it was 3 fights, and Eric's wife was the ring girl.
Married up.
Man, and so that particular, I think that's the only.
I mean,
time
that looks like a 27-inch waist.
You have to wear it.
I told you I find it 205.
There's no way.
No.
You have to wear it in.
But
So what
anyway,
did you get this belt for, Cody?
for whooping 3 guys' butts is what I.
And
got.
what?
It was back then. It was just mixed martial arts.
Well, so you were a mixed martial arts.
But we fought in a boxing ring. It wasn't an octagon.
You punched him?
Action, yes, full contact. Anything goes. I mean, there was rules and regulations, just like fighting today, but it was actually illegal. I mean, the UFC was a couple of the things. The UFC fighters would go around and put on amateur tournaments. Well, amateur could be a wrestler from OSU, or me, a dumb but got friends. We've stayed out drunk at Roosters all night long and decided to enter the fight. That's what you get. And but anyway, the first fight I got, I thought, like I said, I had a few classes of Taekwondo, and I might just go up. I don't know who all I'm going to hurt here tonight, but I'm going to hurt some people.
He's gonna throw a spinning back heel up.
Oh,
We're gonna jump roundhouse.
That guy roundhouse me in the face, roundhouse kick, and then while I was sitting there trying to figure out what my name was, he took me down and choked me out, and it seemed like years, but it was less than 15 seconds. I mean,
yeah.
you talk about humbled. So then I was prideful, and I went and trained after that. I learned and I trained, and eventually got to where I could win some.
I did not realize we would sit next to a badass.
But, hey,
all this
but
time.
listen,
He is.
Did you know?
I mean,
that?
he's a rodeo clown.
well, listen, I get hit harder in that barrel. Trust me, I get hit harder in that barrel
Well,
than any dude.
Duke thought you died last rodeo he went to.
I thought I did too, Duke. That was a hard hit.
It was a tough hit,
Yeah.
and he didn't really pop his head out of it.
So, Johnny, are you
Yeah.
sure you want to accept this battle now that you've heard
No,
these
no,
war
no, no,
stories?
no. This is on Colt. I said the only reason
Are we
I wanted-
going no gi or gi?
Look, that I don't want to fight you. Colt wants to fight you.
Colt said y'all can tap out.
Yeah. No,
Hold on.
Duke, tell
Y'all
him
get the tag team.
it's a tag team and you're in.
Well, the first thing I'm going to do is go out there and let him choke me, and I'm tapping out. So he save his energy to whoop your ass.
Are we allowing taps?
'Cause
Yes.
Colt's going to.
Yes.
Well, you better.
But first, we gotta get it. We gotta get 1,000
He's a
subscribers.
he's
It's not
a
gonna happen.
1,000 subscribers. We'll have that
It's never gonna happen.
He's a jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
after Friday on the radio. We'll have it.
That's right.
Hey, I tell you what I'll do.
Because the best is Jessica,
Jess.
but Jess the mess on the radio with me.
It's
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah,
on
yeah.
So we
KUA.
talk about tasing her all the time, and I'm like, "What's the number to tase you, Jess? We'll raise money for whatever you want to raise for. Shop the cop, whatever, or they raise money. But I think we can raise a lot of money. I mean, cash in hand. You come up to the radio station, drop cash off. You say the number when we get it, and then Tess gets tased.
Yeah.
And they were sitting at Arkansas Tech on Veterans Day. I spoke down there, so that's why I wasn't in Ozark over there because they asked me to speak.
Yeah.
And I said, "What's the number?" And she goes, "You think we raised a lot of money?" I said, "Pick a number." She goes, "Well, 10 grand. Think we can do that?" And I said, "Absolutely." I said,
Yeah.
"But if I put 10 grand out and it hits there, you're getting tased." Hey, ain't no hiding then. I'm just gonna walk up and hit you. Bam.
Who goes
So-
first? Who would go first, Cody? See, you got the belt. See, you're trained. I'm
He's a
not trained.
fighter.
I'm so being trained.
And you were telling me, hey, look, you have a belt.
He's got mixed martial arts.
Yeah.
I just got
trained-
jiu-jitsu belts.
Being trained means I know better. I mean, this is a jiu-jitsu black belt. Even the hey, I wouldn't want to try a white belt. True, Johnny? I mean, jiu-jitsu white belts, they'll mess you up.
They're spazzer, a little spazzy.
I like that you two think that you're going to have the opportunity to tap. I think he can probably.
Oh, you're not gonna tap.
He's going to hold her
You're not
hand
gonna
where we
get
can.
You're not going to get a chance. Is there like
We'll
a?
body lock you, and then that's
Uh-huh.
it. You want to get your arms up.
If we can do it for, well, I don't want to because I know what's coming. I don't know if you know what's coming. But I know what's
You
coming.
don't even really know it's coming.
Yeah.
I know I don't know what I think I know. But if we can hit the number, I'll be a part of it just to watch Colt go down.
1,000 likes, 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah,
1,000
yeah. Subscribers.
I'm gonna tell John tomorrow.
I hope you're 80 years old when this happens.
You don't know my guys are gonna make a bunch of fake accounts and all of a sudden,
Yeah.
tomorrow you're like, gosh, we hit 1,000 subscribers already.
Well, we got to wait on Duke to edit it, so you're looking
Yeah.
at like.
No, I'll do that tonight.
No.
I'll do that one tonight.
Hey, Johnny, shout out to y'all and City Police at Ozark, the Shop with the Cop program. Charleston's did a thing this past weekend, but
With $3,000 to Charleston, to County Line and Ozark that we gave them.
3,000 a
Each school.
piece.
We made 10-6.
That is crazy.
But it costs money to run it every year.
Yeah, sure,
And we,
sure.
I mean, I out of pocket. Mike Miner, Wayne's Auto Supply, he went out of pocket. Bridget Gunner went out of pocket.
Yeah,
And some other people did. So we put a little bit of money back to make
Yeah.
it better next year.
man, that's
And,
awesome. That's awesome.
How about the Halloween thing? How did that all turn out?
That's
That's what we're talking
That's
about.
it?
Haunted house. Yeah.
Yeah.
How much was it? Did
We
break
made
in?
10-6, I think, but we
And
gave
the kids loved
3,000
it.
each school.
And the kids loved it.
I had friends.
Oh, yeah.
I
Oh,
had
it was-
friends come from Northwest
We had-
Arkansas come down here.
We had people walk in, and like I would give them the brief, and another guy'd walk out and be like, look at them, and they're like, nope, I'm gone. That's right. Ain't gonna happen.
I brought 3 little girls
Yeah.
with me. They went through theirs. They made it. They had a good time.
We had some of them. It's interesting.
Well, the kids win at the end of the day,
Yeah.
and you want to talk about a blessing? You go that day when they take kids to shop.
Oh, yeah.
Man,
It's awesome.
Oh, it's great.
They're buying clothes and stuff for their brother and sister,
Right.
the mom,
Yeah,
their family.
not for them, but for their family members.
I
That's
usually
good.
get a couple from the tree down there at the flower shop.
Yeah, I
there.
seen Mike Miner post something today about there's some stuff at the tree still, so I need to go down there and grab a couple.
Yeah, I do
I think
too.
he said there's like 80 names on that thing right now.
Yeah, I had
So-
I think we did like 5 or 6 kids last year.
We need to,
Yeah.
the wife will go down there and grab a bunch of them. So I've been fortunate. So I
Man,
can't-
it's Johnny. Let us make you commit to coming back, and
Anytime.
when this prison's long gone and it's out of here, and we're going back to business as usual in Franklin County, come back and visit with us because it's a lot. This has been.
You're not going to
awesome.
suck your way out of this
maybe we
fight.
can go set up on the range
And
Well,
that would be
and just
cool.
sit up on the range and be shooting while we're doing it.
I like that.
I'm
Or
all
we can
about it.
get some trap and start just. I mean, I got a 690 black trap gun.
No.
We
hey.
can just sit around and boom, shoot trap, talk a little bit, and
I like it.
I like it.
Yeah, that's hey, I tell you what, the trap shoot for King did really good. You know, we raised almost 20 grand
Awesome.
for King and that
I can't. I had something going on. I couldn't.
on
move.
that day. That was a good day.
Yeah.
We worked hard, and Cody, he was there too.
You were darn. I wore the T-shirt, but anyway, man, we was proud to do that for King, and
So-
you know, King's the one that gave us the Franklin County Rough Riders nickname.
That's
So
awesome.
he likes old Western movies, the outlaw Josie Wells and stuff. So he's been a friend of ours. We're just so proud of him. But man, you guys got anything for the sheriff while we got him here?
No, I appreciate it. I appreciate this token here.
Man.
That's pretty
I
cool.
mean, I'm just gonna say, you know, me and the wife lived in North Carolina 23 years, and probably the first 10 we're like, we're gonna go retire and live on an island somewhere and
Mm.
do whatever. And then the last
Now you gotta be fighting the rest
the
of your
last
life.
10, I'm like, we're moving home. I'm
Yeah.
done with all this other. I've been around the world. I'm done. There's no better place than home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say
And then
that.
for a while she was kind
Yeah.
of against me, and then I ended up buying some land kind of on the table that she kind of got mad at me over.
well,
So
Colt does that all the time.
now she's like, greatest decision we ever made in her life because
Yeah.
I bought it
Sure.
cheap
Yeah.
and now it's worth a lot more. But even now she says, and we brought my daughter back here. This is the greatest place to live anywhere.
I tell people I could do
I'll swear by
interviews. I could do interviews when I'm at rodeos, and they're like, "What's your favorite thing about going to rodeos?" I said, "Going home."
yeah.
I love it here, man. I've been blessed to get to go all over the country and see some cool things. Ain't nothing better in Franklin County.
And you got your own farm. I
Yeah.
got to drive out there, and I got lucky and harvested a really nice deer.
Yeah.
It's good.
Man, good deal.
Can't
Thank you,
complain.
Living the
sir.
dream.
Thank you, sir, for coming.
Absolutely.
Thanks a
I
lot,
do have
Johnny.
one question.
Uh-oh.
Yes, sir.
Whoa.
Is there a name for it? Like if you get choked out on the mat, is it like a mat nap?
We can
or-
come up with one.
It's that.
It's a Cody Sosby, baby. Yeah, you just got Sosby.
I'm a pro at getting.
Look at that belt. It's got a name. It's had a name for many
Now, we
years.
can do one. I'll let you choke me out if you let me choke you out. Right?
No. I showed you this little
Let's
kid.
go. Right now.
No.
You have
We're
to
gonna
do
choke.
it. You have to do it.
Okay.
Okay.
Go
What?
next.
You're gonna let him choke you out?
All
You-
the way?
He's gonna choke you out, and you're gonna choke him
Going
out.
all the way?
Come on, all the way.
Oh, the Colt.
No,
I'll hold my hands
no,
up
I'm under the
You're making
influence.
choke.
I can't.
and see who can take it the longest.
Oh, this won't be
Let's
long.
go.
Oh God.
Do we need to stand behind
You'll
him
see
to
that.
like?
So you'll
catch him?
notice is the pressure from a black belt on a choke versus a white belt.
Oh.
And that's what's gonna just from the higher belt levels.
What's
as it
going to
goes.
suck is if I can't make him.
Rear naked choke. I'm gonna just hold my hands up.
Oh God.
Oh, and you got it.
I feel
Does
like
he
I'm
have it,
scared.
Johnny?
He's not even fighting
Go.
you.
Here we go.
That's great.
Oh, we tucked his chin. Get it.
Hang in there.
You give up?
And made it.
Your turn, Cody.
Hey, it's not even gonna be worth him getting up.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't mean.
Why did you do that? Why did you
That's
do
it.
that?
He's on my jaw more, so it's not very good.
What do you think I did get it all the way around?
Why did you make this deal?
So when you come through here, knife edge, get under the chin.
Yeah.
And get
He didn't lock his arm.
Once you get here,
Hold
I'll
them
come in
arms up.
behind your head here.
That's what he didn't do.
Hold
And
them
now-
arms up.
now,
You're not.
Oh, man. Woo! Let's look. You can take here, but what they'll do is they'll grab your arm.
Okay.
Every time it's hard
Okay.
to block.
All right.
Now I'm tucking my chin into your armpit right there.
Yeah. Yeah. I felt your
Huh?
chin stuck in
Sit
my
down.
blood. You ought to feel it.
He said, damn.
Yep.
Oh.
Well, I was out of my mind.
mind.
You guys need to get in on that.
Now thank you.
Enjoy watching you.
Like we'll do that every now and then just to show the kids, if it does happen, don't panic. You're okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Just, it
He
gets
panicked.
scary.
He panicked.
If you've never had it,
no, I tried. I tried.
if you've never been choked out,
I have.
it's
I don't
kinda
like
scary.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
But
you
if
think
you've seen it happen to somebody else, you're like, oh, as soon as they let go,
the first few guys I choked out, I thought I killed them because your eyes start rolling back your head. Jonathan Chambers was
They'll
actually
start
the first
snoring,
one.
usually.
Yeah.
Well, there's blood choke, and then there's what is it?
you did a
There's
trach choke, but
yeah,
that
trach
can
choke,
damage
blood.
somebody. You don't want to do that.
I just
The more you know.
But it's funny when you got somebody, and like, I love the gi because you can hit so many chokes with the gi. Or if you got something like this on, that's just,
Oh yeah.
it's just like, and he's got suspenders on. That's even better. You just wrap around his head. But what they'll do,
Thank
and those,
God he didn't
it's
go
such a
that
tight
route.
choke, it doesn't take 2 or 3 seconds, and they'll just like,
I
use the
was.
snore
We
and
was
just
waiting. It was.
I
I
can't
was.
wait to
I
see you
wasn't-
both
hey,
snore.
I went a point second further than I wanted to. And if I didn't tap, I wasn't going to remember tapping.
So if Colt goes to sleep,
Oh,
you're automatically in.
That's right.
well, you see how fast I tap. So I just
He's got to get that arm around me though.
I want you to work for a while.
Yeah.
He'll wear you
I
down.
go like 10-minute round.
Yeah.
Bad thing is,
I'll go 10 minutes. Y'all can split 5 apiece, or y'all can go 2. and
I'm
2
gonna.
and 2.
Hey, I'm gonna wrap him up like a pretzel, and you're gonna be like, "Damn, that was a lot of bar fights you got into."
oh,
Cole.
I
You
can't
know.
wait. I can't
Well,
wait.
push the table out of the way and go right here.
No. I've been drinking. You said you're rougher when they start drinking.
Just be more relaxed when you get choked out.
Now,
Bring the baby oil.
now I'm embarrassed. I put a crappy rear naked choke on the sheriff. The people out there that wanted me to really just choke the crap
Get
out of him,
your-
I put up a half
So
one
once you
on
get
there.
here,
Yeah.
put your other hand behind the head.
Yeah, he didn't do it. He didn't lock it in.
when I do it a lot of times, because people fight that arm,
Yeah.
is I'll go ahead and get here and I'll grab the
Just
shoulder.
get it.
And then
cut
once you get the
behind.
shoulder, I'll sweep this in here so you can't get it, and then I'm there.
Jeez. Well, I'm going to tell you, it sucks.
When they won't lift their neck up, you just grab that on nose.
Oh,
pick
man.
it up.
I hope you use that tactic on him.
I will go, like my thumb, I'll make a knife edge like that. And when I come across, I'm hitting the jaw. And
Yeah,
I'll turn it down. And as I go down, get your blade
slide
under it,
through.
and then roll your blades, and
Yeah.
it'll pop your chin up when you come underneath.
So you don't even know what he's saying right now.
Oh yes, I do.
No, you don't.
I just use the nose. Yeah, wedge it in, but I'm gonna
You're not going to have the
I mean,
opportunity to use
you're-
that.
I'm gonna
index
use that
finger.
finger.
You-
I'm gonna say, Johnny, raise that nose up. Then I'm
Nah,
gonna
this-
lock you in.
this podcast-
It'll get painful real quick.
yeah,
I
yeah. Hey,
can't wait.
Your
I-
arms are
I-
gonna be
when you leave, before you leave, you need to text pal, be like, hey, Colt Shelby and I are gonna have a wrestling match.
Yeah.
See what he says.
Well,
You've heard
Nah,
the
Dustin
smack
does
talk.
good.
We need
Yeah.
1,000 subscribers.
Yeah, that's
Thousands
right.
of
That's right.
subscribers, and Colt takes a nap. Oh,
And Cody takes one right behind.
Yes, he
no,
does.
I'll volunteer.
If I could, I gotta touch him, or if I nap, that's a tap out. Like, do I get to tag him in, right? Because we're tagged. We're
Oh,
tag
Lord.
team.
Are we going to the gym? Is this going to be?
Yeah,
the
it's
gym?
just his
Go to
place.
the match.
You guys.
I mean,
I'm
we got
telling
big
you.
news
Hey,
down there too.
But if I
We're
go
about to
out,
rebrand down there, so
leave me laying,
we're
and
about
y'all
to
just keep going.
over double our mat space because we're just getting crowded.
Yeah.
It's
Growing.
it'll
That's a
be
good
great.
thing. I really like watching the young kids.
It's so much fun.
Joey's little girl.
yeah. It's
I've watched her start, and I watched her at some tournaments, and I watched just some of the videos. What's her name? Joyce
Piper.
Piper. This little long-legged little girl.
Yeah,
and let me tell
Piper,
you,
Piper Griffith and Harper Holt. They're little
yeah,
savages.
Harper's come on afterwards.
Yeah, they will absolutely destroy you.
I watched Piper go up against a kid that like put his knee in her face.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
They
he
get rough.
get rough, and she handled him.
Then you
It
got
was impressive.
Harley Hunt when she was pretty young when she started. She's 18, 19 now, but yeah,
Yeah.
That's
awesome.
Good luck to
What's a
every
start?
day.
What's a good starting age if somebody wants to get their kids involved?
I would say no younger than 4. You know,
Golly.
we'll go through drills so quick that I don't try to spend more than 5 minutes, and I'm pretty strict. The little kids, I don't make them just do the drill perfect. I just want them to be moving.
Right.
We
Right.
got some 4-year-olds, and the older kids, I'm a lot stricter on.
Yeah.
Like
Well, and you
when
should
you're
be.
punching and doing kicking drills, if you do the wrong thing, you can hurt your training partner.
Yeah.
Because you're kicking the wrong leg or kicking the wrong way, and they're not ready to block that. And I get onto them pretty hard. Sometimes I feel like the parents are get mad at me because I'll be like, "Aren't you on the wall?" And they go over there and sit there. And I'm like,
It's discipline.
Yeah,
yeah.
this one
And I'm
is
like,
right.
and I'm kind of hard on them. I look over and the parents are like,
Man, I think it's so great. These kids are
I
growing up
love those
learning how
kids.
to.
It gives them something
yeah,
to do. Not
yeah.
everybody plays football, basketball, or something like that.
Keeps them off the cell phone, off the iPad, off the
It
Xbox.
gives something to do.
Yeah.
Well,
Rowdy's gonna have to be in there in a few years.
yeah, you're gonna need him.
Be choking you out.
If
You're
we
gonna
do,
need
Maybe
like
a
your
bad
kid does
idea.
Take out the
taekwondo,
trash.
little
Yeah.
mix. We
Yeah.
just do
You're good.
Brazilian jiu-jitsu on Tuesdays right now, and we do Muay Thai kickboxing on Thursdays.
Man, that is great.
And we'll glove up and they're sparring. It's full
Really?
contact.
That's awesome.
I got headgear, big heavy 24-ounce gloves, them little 5-year-olds. and headgear. It's got a bar in the front, so that's no contact headgear. And them gloves are so big, they're just like,
Yeah.
and every now and then one of them will get popped. You know, it's like getting hit like that with the pillow.
Yeah,
And they're like, oh, I'm like, did it hurt? And they're like, no. I'm like, then why are you crying for?
yeah.
And I'm like, throw leather, get after it. I don't be crying. And they got shin. I'll let them kick in the thigh.
Yeah.
So I won't let them do anything spinning up or nothing like that to get hurt.
That's pretty dang cool.
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
And then the like 13-year-olds, yeah, I go against them usually every time we spar. I let them spar each other, but they're gonna fight me too.
That's a rough age there.
Yeah.
Gotta watch them. They get them they'll have them little tiny gloves on.
Maybe
I
I should start.
They
out
have headgear, and I don't have headgear, and
Yeah.
they'll pop you.
Maybe
Yeah.
I should start with the 13-year-olds first.
No,
Or
they're
are you
made
gonna
of-
take a class
Me?
like afterwards?
You're
You don't
gonna
get to take one before.
You're gonna
but-
take a class. It's called getting your ass whipped. That's what it is.
That's two. That's two. That's two.
You boys are underestimating me.
I
Jiu-jitsu
am.
this week will be, or this coming up week will be Monday 6, basically Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays for adults will be 6 across the board, and 5 o'clock and Thursday for the kids.
Why you want to go, Duke?
Come on.
I'm 41 years old. I'm
I'm
out.
50.
That gym.
What's the excuse?
Hey,
Yeah.
I got to go to North Dakota Tuesday, or I would.
Bart Hister finds out that you're gonna fight the sheriff. He'll probably come down and watch it.
I would love for that.
Several people.
And you
wanna see
pick how
get
you want to
hit.
fight. If you want to do stand up, that's fine.
I suggest
You want
going
to go to the ground,
ground.
that's fine. Too.
Go to the
You
ground.
want
No,
like old school
no, it's
Gracie challenge
stand up.
match? We can do that too.
It's just stand up. Just
Love it.
More of a sim wrestler.
yeah. No.
You could charge admission, make it
Yeah,
a
we could do
town
that.
event,
Oh,
donate it. To the
No,
shop
no,
with
no,
the
no.
sauce.
We're not fighting in front of a crowd.
$5 door
This is
fee.
like me, Cody, Johnny only. Y'all ain't even
No.
allowed.
No.
Live feed on Facebook.
Live feed.
Live feed here. Well, everywhere.
Donations. It'd be just like UFC.
Yeah, but
Hey,
different.
live.
Me squealing like a
Las
pig.
Vegas live.
Be like a Mike Tyson fight.
They'll be betting Las Vegas, you know.
Nobody.
Nobody. Hey, man, we could go on. Johnny
Thank you for
Crocker.
having me. I appreciate it. And hey,
careful.
it's not me, and I ain't no hero. I serve with tons of heroes, but this is a family, Franklin County. We do
Absolutely.
all this together. We fight together, and it's a pretty awesome place to live. But
Well, we're glad to have
we're
your
gonna win
support.
this.
Man,
With nobody else is supporting us, Johnny, and we've
We're
got
gonna-
public figures like yourself
gonna win.
supporting us. It's a big deal.
We
to
have
us.
support from a lot of people across the state and outside the state now.
Yeah.
I mean, people just realize it was dirty, done dirty,
Yeah.
and people that thought a lot of her. And I think she come in here, and I thought a lot of the governor.
Sure.
But now that-
we all did.
You've shown your dirty politics and that you're just a politician and you've only worked for yourself. So when you
think-
self-serve, that's not good. You shouldn't be in politics.
Public servant. People don't understand it. Man, you got a servant's heart or you don't.
Well, we appreciate you coming on.
Yep. Thanks, Johnny.
Thanks, Johnny.
Awesome.
You gonna close us out, Cody?
Man, episode 6.5. Franklin County Sheriff Johnny Crocker has joined the Franklin County Rough Riders podcast. Man, we covered it all. Y'all check us out and like, share, and subscribe.
Thanks, everybody.
I go on and on.